219-5438 or visit 1415 East Main Street. Mr. Brake and Lube, your one-stop maintenance shop.
If you pay for your own health insurance or you're looking for coverage, do not go online for quotes. You'll get endless calls from call centers and they will not stop. Instead, call Becky, the health plan lady. She can provide sound advice for your health insurance needs. Her freedom of choice plans lets you pick your doctors. No deductibles, no copays, and it's 30 to 60% lower cost than Obamacare. Call Becky at 479-886-2475 or go to healthplanlady.com.
ABC Children's Academy is currently enrolling with 14 locations in Pope, Johnson, and Yell County. ABC provides all-day child care, as well as a variety of enrollment options for families, including Arkansas Better Chance for ages 3 to 5, plus more. Visit abchildrensacademy.com for more info, and come by their central office on 4th Street in Russellville to apply in person, or call 567-5650. ABC Children's Academy, changing our world one student at a time.
Welcome back. We're at Harrison High School. I'm Mickey Duval. My color man, Aaron Duval. Our engineer back at KCJC Studios tonight is Stephen Berry. And we're ready to bring you Cyclone and Lady Cyclone basketball. It's the next to last conference game of the season. The last conference game will be on Friday night as both teams will be hosting Van Buren. That'll be at Cyclone Arena. Normally senior night, they switch that, remember. And so Friday night will be colors night. But it will be the last time to see not just the seniors, but the Cyclones and Lady Cyclones for the season. They will not be reversing playing the boys' game first. They will be playing the girls' game first. And so that must be noted for anybody wanting to come out. But you need to come out and watch both teams, your last chance to see them this season. We'll talk about the conference now on the girls' side of the 5A West. Lady Cyclones one game behind Greenwood, but they have the tiebreaker over Rossville, giving the Lady Cyclones their 2 losses. However, Rossville gave Mountain Home 2 of their 3 conference losses, so they're a game ahead of Mountain Home. Greenwood needs to win 1 game to ensure the top seed, and they should win. They're a favorite this week in their final 2 games. Lady Cyclones need to win 1 game to ensure themselves no worse than a 2 seed. We figure Greenwood's going to win tonight. Lady Cyclones can win 1 of their last 2 games. They will be a 2 seed. Mountain Home will be the 3, and then it's kind of up in the air for the 4 seed. Greenbrier sitting at 6-6, Van Buren 5-7. Harrison is pretty much out of the picture at 4-8. There is a outside chance should a 3-way tie happen, but they have to have a lot of things break their way. As far as the Lady Cyclones, as we said, they will go into state next week as a 2 or 3 seed. Either way, that's going to put them playing on Thursday, February the 29th, Leap Day. If they're a 2 seed, they'll be playing at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If they're a 3 seed, they'll be playing at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, depending on where they match up or where they fall, is to see who they'll match up. We know that we're going to match up on boys and girls side both out of the 5A South. Now, on the girls' side, Lake Hamilton is the top seed at 13-1. They have a 2-game lead over Benton and Lakeside. Those teams are tied. Benton and Lakeside each 12-3. They're playing their final conference game tonight, and they're playing against each other. Benton pounded Lakeside their first matchup. And so if we were starting the playoffs tonight, Benton would be the 2 seed and Lakeside would be the 3 seed. Depending on what happens tonight, if Lakeside can beat Benton by 10 or more, then it would go to a different tiebreaker, point differential. So that's important because if Rossville is a 2 seed, they're going to play the 3 seed out of the South. If Rossville's a 3 seed, they're going to play the 2 seed. So it's really looking like the Lady Cyclones are going to play Benton or Lakeside, and my money is we're going to be a 2 seed playing Lakeside at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday of next week, February the 29th. Now, on the boys' side, we will be talking more about that, but the boys could be anywhere from a 2 to a 4. We expect them to be a 2 or 3. Really, the 3 is the most likely. That still would put the boys playing on that same day, Thursday, February the 29th. If they're a 2 seed, they'll play at 2:30. If they're a 3 seed, they'll play at 5:30. So mark your calendar there. The state tournament next week, both teams probably going to be playing on Thursday, and we will know that for sure after tonight as far as if Rossville boys is going to be a 2 or 3, or the girls are going to be a 2. We will know more of that. We wouldn't say we'll be 100% sure, but we'll probably be in the 90s and 95% sure after tonight. Again, both teams will be facing their first-round matchup. Team out of the 5A South last week. Both the Cyclones and Lady Cyclones sewed up a spot for the 5A state playoffs. The state playoffs in Class 5A going to be hosted at Searcy. It's a beautiful arena, but it's really hard to stream and get radio out of. We were there for a tournament, and it wasn't just us. Mountain Home was there. A lot of teams were there, and they were having issues because of the metal building, and they didn't really have any good Ethernet out of there. But our plan is to bring you those games here on 102.3, also streaming on Cyclone Booth YouTube channel. But that is a look at the conference and a look at the playoff scenarios. And we're going to talk more about that maybe at halftime, definitely after the girls' game. And we will definitely wrap it up after the boys' game to tell you what we know for sure. But once again, the Lady Cyclones, they win tonight. They will be no worse than a 2 seed and play on Thursday of next week. Now, both teams still going to host Van Buren Friday night. There's a good possibility the girls' game will mean nothing. And there's a really good possibility that the boys' game will mean a lot to both teams because the boys are wanting to be a 2 seed. They're fighting Van Buren for that spot. We're going to talk more about that when we get to pregame of the boys' game. But we do have Lady Cyclone basketball coming up. We'll look at a little bit more of a preview of both teams tonight when we come back. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Well, the folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take just a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. You know, every kind word you put online, those personal recommendations to your friends and family are appreciated. Customers like you are not only vital to the business of Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, but vital to making our community as great as it is. Special thanks from the folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Farmers Co-op located in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Mike Apples along Mike. It is that time of year when feed is very, very important.
It sure is, and make sure that you've got your animals' needs taken care of, protein levels met, and all those things that you look for when it comes this time of year.
Farmers Co-op. We're located on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location.
KCJC, Darknell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Our engineer tonight, Stephen Berry. Stephen, I'll give you a heads up. There's a chance we may be taking another break if they do the national anthem, and I believe they're going to. We'll go ahead and tell you that Lady Cyclones taking on Harrison up here, the final road game for the Lady Cyclones tonight. Harrison 10-16 on the season, the Lady Cyclones 20-6. Two teams going different directions, and not just overall, but also in the conference. And they are lining up for the national anthem and also the Pledge of Allegiance. So, sorry, Steve, we're going to throw it back to you to break so we can honor America here. And we'll come back with more of your pregame show. This is Lady Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Burris.
And now singing the national anthem, Brinkley Brewer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early
Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
Welcome back. We're here at Harrison High School, and usually get this in football season. Well, you don't usually get where they play the alma mater, but they're doing that here as the Harrison band performing the alma mater after they've already done the moment of silence, Pledge of Allegiance, and the national anthem. We'll get right to it as they perform the alma mater here. The Lady Cyclones 20-6 on the season, 10-2 in conference play. They're sitting at number 2 in the conference, one game behind Greenwood, who looks to wrap it up tonight, and they probably will do that. They need to win one of their final 2 games. Lady Cyclones just need to win one of their final 2 games to wrap up a number 2 seed. Remember, top 4 teams go to state. There's no district or regionals or anything like that. Of the 8 teams, you have to finish in the top 4, and they pull 4 teams from all 4 conferences, and state will be at Searcy this year. Harrison looked like they were going to make a run to try to get a state tournament bid. They were sitting at 4-4 in the conference, and they've since dropped their last 4 conference games. They are 10-16 overall, 4-8 in conference play. Now, I mean, look, they lost to Mountain Home and Greenwood. Those are 2 games they thought they probably would lose, but they lost a tough one to Greenbrier at Greenbrier, lost by 2, 49-47, and not a very good showing on Friday night as they lost to Van Buren here at Harrison 60-48, and that's all but knocked them out of a chance to go to the state tournament. Lady Cyclones getting introduced right now to number 3, Brenna Burke. She's a 5'7" senior guard. Number 14, Drew Robinson, the 5'7" senior guard. Shaisha Willis, number 20, she's a 5'9" senior. And Talia Ely, number 25, 6-foot senior. And Zaria Campbell, number 2, the 5'7" senior guard. Lady Cyclones are coached by LaShanta Johnson and assisted by Randy Talley. Coach Johnson, her first year here at Russellville. Talley, his second season here at Russellville. He was assistant coach last year for Coach Will Stewart. For Harrison, they're coached by Stacy Klotz. She's in her 3rd year here at Harrison, was assistant coach before that. And they're getting ready to do their starting introductions. They're going to start off with number 25, Eliza Barger. She's a 5'10" sophomore. She's one of 2 players that scored in double figures against the Lady Cyclones in the first matchup. Number 2, Brooklyn Mitchell. She's the other player that scored in double figures against Russellville. She's a 5'8" sophomore. Number 12, Annabelle Massagale, she's a 5'7" senior. She was actually number 25 last year, made the number switch. Number 32, Lila Jones, a 5'6" junior guard. And number 22, London Lee, the 5'11" senior here at Harrison. They like to shoot a lot of threes. They hit but more at home than they do out on the road. What's odd is the first game between these 2 teams, Lady Cyclones controlled it the whole way, won the game by 17 points. Really didn't shoot all that well from the outside. I had my records that we only hit 1 3 in the entire game. And the Lady Cyclones, though, led at the half 31-8. So that game was really no contest. And that's what we're hoping tonight. The Lady Cyclones can get no worse than a 2 seed. We'll be keeping our eye on the Greenwood ball game just to make sure, but we expect them to win also. There'll be 1, Lady Cyclones hopefully be 2, and we're underway as the Lady Cyclones wearing all black tonight, and they win the opening tip. And Harrison going to double Talia Ely, and she finds cutting the basket. Brenna Burke missed the first shot, gets the rebound, and puts it up and in. Brenna with the basket, and just like that, the Lady Cyclones leading it 2-0.
Beautiful, beautiful maneuver there by Burke, getting her defensive man going the wrong way.
Lady Cyclones with a quick 2-0 lead off the offensive rebound. Over on the right side for Harrison is Lila Jones. She's the 5'6" junior, and they're going to hit a 3 from the top of the key. That is Annabelle Massengale, and like we said, they like to shoot a lot, and they are more potent here at home, as most teams are, but there's a big disparaging between how they shoot on the road and how they shoot here at home, and that was what's so odd about them losing to Van Buren. They really did not shoot the basketball all that well in that 12-point loss on Friday night. Lady Cyclones with a turnover quickly in the front court. They're going to find in the corner Brooklyn Mitchell, who will launch the 3. This one no good. Backside rebound tipped by Shaisha Willis, and she'll save it for Russellville before it goes out of bounds. Lady Cyclones slowly up the floor. Drew Robinson finding Z. Campbell at the top of the key. They're looking for setting a screen for Talia Ely. She pops free at the top of the post there and hits the runner. No, she'll miss it as it rolled off the iron. I call it that went through before it actually did. The Lady Cyclones trailing here 3-2. With a basketball on the left side is Lila Jones. We'll look inside now with the left hand on the turnaround jumper is Eliza Barger. A 5-2 lead for Harrison. Harrison did not lead at all in the first matchup. Lady Cyclones took control of that game 15-4 early on and cruised to a 48-31 victory. That was a month ago. Shaisha Willis gets it over to Brenna Burke with 16 seconds on the shot clock. She'll set a screen, find in the corner. Here's Campbell, open. She'll miss the three. Backside rebound, Drew Robinson immediately double teamed. Whistle foul call. This is going to be on Harrison. And the scores table is on the floor and a long ways away from us. And memory serves, they don't post a lot. Sometimes they don't post who the foul's on, but they do this one, Lila Jones. As we resume action, Brenna Burke's going to be knocked down shooting a three, and as she slides into the bench, her ponytail got caught in the one of the chairs there on the Harrison end of the bench there and had to be dislodged there with 5:45 left to play here in the first. Brenna's going to the line to shoot 3 free throws. She was fouled shooting a three-pointer.
That had to hurt, getting your hair caught in the chair.
Brooklyn Mitchell picks up her first and the second team foul for Harrison. First free throw is good for Brenna. She got all 3 points for Russellville coming into the game, 77% from the free throw line for Burke. Second one's good. Brenna, one of 2 players that surpassed 1,000 points in their career this season, her and Talia. Saw a nice picture of them on Facebook this week commemorating that. Brenna's going to hit all 3 free throws, so just like that, the Lady Cyclones are tied back up at 5. Here with Harrison, and Russellville going to slap the full court press on the Lady Goblins. Brooklyn Mitchell, a long pass ahead, is going to be caught by Massengale, who has that three-pointer. They're going to go down low and nothing opening there for Lila Jones. They'll kick it back out. At the top of the key, passing on the three was London Lee. They'll find in the corner Massengale. Her three-pointer's no good. Rebound is controlled by Harrison. Good position there by Barger, who didn't get the rebound, but she was able to save it with a tip, and it goes out of bounds on the far side. It stays with Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison just literally blocked out our players from getting a rebound. We're going to have to fight through that. Get some defensive rebounds, limit them, one shot.
And Harrison's a bigger team. Setting a screen at the top. Mitchell will launch the three using that screen. Looked good, but missed it. Looked good from our vantage point. Drew Robinson on the move. Get up to Shy Willis. I think she was thinking about shooting the three, and she's going to be called for the double dribble. She didn't think she had control of it, but the official said she did, and so that turnover goes over to Harrison. We're all tied at 5, 3 minutes into this contest here. Conference matchup, next to last conference game of the season for both teams. The 5A South, who we're looking at, finishes up their conference tonight. On the drive, a missed shot along the baseline is an air ball. With the rebound is Lila Jones, and a jump ball will be called as she's tied up by Russellville, and it'll stay with Harrison along the baseline. I mentioned the 5A South. We're looking at that because for the boys and girls in the state tournament, that's our first round matchup, and they conclude their conference tonight. So it'll be more than a week before they're able to play again. Catching in the corners, Massengale. Nice feed along the baseline. Missed the baseline jumper, but put back up and in there by Lilac Jones, who came out of nowhere to get the putback. And on senior night, Harrison finding themselves a little bit, but just as I say that, Z Campbell comes through for Russellville and ties the game at 7 on a baseline jumper. And they're going to try to feed it inside. Interception by Talia. Two-handed pass all the way down for Brenna Burke, who hits the wide open layup. The Lady Cyclones have their second lead of the game.
Good interception by Ely, and looking down to see who was open, and it was Burke.
She had a two-handed chest pass there on that. I teach you that baseball toss here. And a 15-footer knocked down by Massengale, who's got 5, and we're all tied again at 9. This is a much different Harrison team, not only that we saw in the game against Russellville a month ago, but then we saw on Friday night when we were watching film that night later of them playing Van Buren. Shaisha Willis open left side with the three. Shai has struggled a little bit from an offensive standpoint over the last few games. Good to see her getting going here, knocking down that three. She gives the Lady Cyclones their largest lead of the game here at 12-9. They're going to beat the press. Ends up in a layup for London Lee. Lady Cyclones lead down to 1. Sometimes if you press, that's going to happen, but you figure you're going to get more turnovers, then that will happen. So you sort of are okay with that. On the right side, Campbell, they give her a little bit of ground. Tried the backdoor cut, wasn't there. Step back, she'll shoot the 3 this time from the right side, and she drains it. You know, she's one that can get hot from the outside, and I'm kind of surprised they've given her that much room.
You know, there's been a couple of games where she's ended up with about 3 to 4 threes.
They're going to throw it away, and there's the turnover we were talking about. Ahead to Ely, 2-on-1. She's going to take it all the way. Soft touch there on the layup, and Talia has her first bucket, and the Lady Cyclones lead it here by 6. That's one of the things you give up a layup now and then because you're going to get more turnovers, and that's what happened for the Lady Cyclones there. This is Lee, gets in the corner to Brooklyn Mitchell. Nothing there, and almost a turnover. They get it back on the drive there. Barger will miss the shot. Ely there, the rebound for the Lady Cyclones. She'll get it off to Burke. Nearing the 2-minute mark, the Lady Cyclones lead it here by 6, 17-11. Brenna backing it back off, trying to draw Mitchell out there. At the high post is Ely, 15 feet away outside the lane. Here's Shy Willis, left side, misses the 3. Rebound, let's see, coming up with it is London Lee for Harrison. She immediately hits the outlet just to get it away, and Lee can shoot from the outside, but you watch her, she sets up at the high post. A lot of times just set screens. Taking it baseline there was Lila Jones. She tried the bounce pass to the right elbow to Lee, and it was intercepted by Russellville. There's Drew Robinson, her drive, shot blocked, but there, trailing play was Ely. She can't follow with the putback, and Lila Jones gets a defensive rebound. And she tried to throw it off to Barger, and it actually hit Barger in the back. She didn't see it. Lady Cyclones could have had an easy turnover there. Nobody was around the play. Mitchell, again, a try to interior passing, and again, same result, an interception by Russellville. Campbell, one-on-one. Her shot blocked by London Lee. They're letting them play a little bit, and this is fine for Russellville. The Lady Cyclones are absolutely fine with how this game is being called. A little bit of contact inside. We're okay with it. They go inside to Massengale, and wrestling the ball away is Z. Campbell. Great steal by Zaria. Here's Burke. Pull-up jumper. They tried to draw a charge. No foul called that. She missed the jumper there. And around half court with a pass on the left side to Massengale. Missed the 3, and there's Shaisha Willis with the rebound. You know, there's only 2 fouls been called in this first quarter, and we've had a fantastic pace. This is what you like to see. Back and forth, a lot of action. Lady Cyclones leading at 17-11.
And Russellville likes to play that way.
Yeah. Boys and girls, Lady Cyclones and Harrison both with substitutions, but they can't get in the game. 2 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock is at 10. There's Brenna Burke guarding her, but not closely. She'll spin at the top, feed it in the corner. Willis open from the corner, missed the 3 there. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrison with 1 second left to play here in the first quarter. Lady Cyclones have 3 substitutions going to play this final second. Jasmine Garcia, Kana Keister, and number 15, Kyra White. They tried to get all 3 of those in quicker, but again, there was no dead ball. Drew Robinson, Shy Willis, and Z. Campbell. You got 1 second left. Lady Cyclone's going to try to inbound along the baseline. You're looking for Talia maybe to try to just get a little touch shot. She catches it, shoots it on the same motion, doesn't get the bounce. We've come to the end of the first quarter with our score, Russellville 17, Harrison 11. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
I'm Muskie Harris, former Arkansas Razorback. I have 26 years of recovery. Meth does not discriminate. Choose your natural state.
We choose me over meth.
55,000 fans having a good time. 385 with a deadly secret. Meth kills more Arkansans per year than cocaine and heroin combined. Help stop this epidemic before it's too late. Choose your natural state. Choose me over meth.
Are you looking for a great place to work that offers great pay and benefits, where you can make an impact in a safe, clean environment? ConAgra is looking for motivated, energetic people to join their team. ConAgra is recruiting industrial maintenance technicians to fill openings on all shifts. Positions start at $25.61 an hour plus a shift differential. Experience is required, so for immediate consideration, apply online at ConAgraBrands.com/careers. That's ConAgraBrands.com/careers. ConAgra is an equal opportunity employer.
If you're watching us on the stream, the band is right up next to that, and the fact that the camera's vibrating, that's how loud it is here. The drum beat and all that, but we're lucky that that's not going to really affect anything when we get going with the matchup. But that's what the deal is. The band here from Harrison is right just over our left shoulder. Lady Cyclones going to have the ball tied up immediately, and they'll lose possession on it as they got the ball to start the second quarter. Lady Cyclones leading here by 6, 17-11. Waiting to restart the shot clock in that first quarter. Brenna Burke led the way for Russellville with 7 points, 5 for Z Campbell, 3 for Shaisha Willis, and 2 for Talia Ely. For Harrison, Annabelle Massengale had 5, and then 2 for Lee, Barger, and Jones. They're going to launch a long 3, and they get the shooter's bounce there by Brooklyn Mitchell. And they have the old NBA rims here, and what I mean, there's a lot of give there, because that ball was hit right on the rim and a dead sound, and it just died right there, and they get the shooter's bounce there. Here's a nice little drive by Kyra White, who answers with a putback.
Yeah, that's a good drive around the defensive man. Yeah, able to take it off the backboard.
Yeah, she was almost like setting up, like trying to take the charge, and she sidesteps around it. At the top is Sagar Clements, 5'6" junior, number 10. We saw a minute in the last second of that first quarter. At the top, just inside the free throw line, they'll miss the shot there. The Lady Cyclones on the move after the defensive rebound by Brenna Burke. Kana Keister will drain one from 3 on the right side, and the Lady Cyclones lead it by 8, their largest lead.
Well, you like to see Keister get hot at the very beginning of this quarter.
I mean, who do you guard out there? Russellville has so many outside threats, and there's Keister coming off the bench to knock down a 3, much like she did against Mountain Home. Another steal by Russellville. Keister again from behind the three-point line. This one, we're in and out on that one. Looked like it hit both sides of the iron. Rebound by Harrison. They almost threw it away, but they throw it in the front court. Catching it just inside the three-point line is Barger. She'll get over right side. Mitchell will hit the 3. Her second 3 of this quarter. They have 3 threes, and she's hit 2 of them. Massengale had the first back in the first quarter. Lady Cyclones, though, lead it by 5, 22-17. Burke just inside the free throw line, lobbing it, trying to go to Ely. It goes off the fingertips of Barger, and that's a good thing for us because it looked like they might have intercepted it there. Lizzie Harrison going to check in for Russellville, replacing Talia Ely. And this is one thing that Coach Johnson's done all year. She gives a lot of good minutes, quality minutes to the backup. She doesn't wait for the game to be decided. And so they're not shell-shocked when they come in the game. Harrison going to miss the open look there after the inbounds pass. Ball's going to roll out of bounds. They're going to say it's off Russellville. I don't know about that one.
Well, it went through 2 defenders, and they still offer Russellville. Wow.
Russellville going to continue with the backcourt defense. We don't see a trap yet. Burke and Keister in the backcourt, but it's more just a man defense in the front court. They pick up the dribble. I never understand this. Mitchell almost threw it away, but it's handled there by Bonds. Bonds is going to get it back over on the right wing. In the corner, 3-point try by Tucker Webb hits. They've got 3 threes here in the second quarter, and they've cut Russellville's 8-point lead down to 2, 22-20. Burke trying to answer from way downtown. No good, but Lizzie Harrison with the offensive rebound. That one goes off the mark. Garcia gets the rebound for Russellville, kicks it out. Burke misses the 3 from the top. Lady Cyclones hitting the boards there, just nothing going down for Russellville. Long pass down the floor is going to be knocked out of bounds. Good job there by Kana. If Keister doesn't knock that out of bounds, it ends up being a layup, and we're tied after that. Drew Robinson and Z Campbell will check back in for Russellville. 5:08 left to play here in the first half for Russellville with a 2-point lead. Inbounds pass comes on right side. Tucker Webb. She'll miss the 3. Rebound tipped around, and Drew Robinson, she had it, and I was waiting for her to see if she's going to pass it. She's going to dribble out of the double team and in the front court. Drew gets it back from Brenna Burke. She'll miss the 3 from the left wing. Tip Kyra White with the rebound and puts it up and in. Almost the exact same spot as she had that drive. And she's got 4 in this quarter, and the Lady Cyclones lead it 24-20.
Cannot let them get behind us.
I'm worried about him hitting the 3 here. Runner in the lane is good by Lila Jones, who has 4. That's their first non-3 of this second quarter. Brett Burke trying to answer, and she does with a little scoop shot. She's got 9. In the front court is Bond. She'll slow it up. Almost had her pocket picked as it was tipped away by Campbell. Campbell diving on the floor to save it for Russellville. A 2-on-1. Kyra White with the left hand. Kyra's got 6, but lost in that, and it doesn't need to be lost, is the fantastic play by Z, who knocked it away and then dove on the floor to get the possession for Russellville. Lady Cyclones lead at 28-22. On the right side is Brooklyn Mitchell. A couple of threes to her credit here in this quarter. Trying to shake Campbell. Picks it up at the top of the key. Over on the right side now, this is Sagar Clements. Yeah, it looked like she carried the basketball, but didn't get the call, but they threw it away. And no, they're going to say it was last touch by Russellville. The official over near where the ball handler was said it was tipped by the Lady Cyclones. So we have substitutions coming in for Russellville. Kyra White and Lizzie Harrison will check out for Russellville. Ely back in the game. Kana Keister back in the game. They're driving right side and just cutting through everybody was Brooklyn Mitchell. She's got 8, hitting that layup. 28-24, the Lady Cyclones with the lead. 3:21 left. They go inside to Ely. Nice little turnaround jumper going in the lane there, and Ely's got 4. She's just tough to guard. I mean, you play right behind her, she's going to do that and shoot over you. You front her or play off to the side, she'll do that little drop step. She gets the ball 10 feet in. You're just praying that she misses it. That's how you play defense on Talia. And Talia playing good defense here on London Lee. She's going to be called for 3 seconds in the lane. She kept moving around with a pivot foot, trying to get an open look. And you can hold the ball for 5 seconds if you're outside the lanes. 3 seconds inside the lane. Russellville with the lead of 6 points and the basketball. 2:45 left to play in the first half. Burke listening to Coach LaShonta Johnson. You play offense in front of the other team's bench in the first half, so she's having to listen to Coach Johnson. A missed shot there by Campbell on the drive. Ball was tipped out, and Harrison has it on the move, and they're going to throw it away. It looked like they were trying to go to Lee. She was cutting more towards the basket, and they threw it to where they thought she was going to be over in the corner. And Russellville will have it. 3 made threes for Harrison this quarter. That's kept them in the basketball game. The Lady Cyclones have answered with 1 in this quarter. Keister hit 1. 2:19 left in the first half. Burke taking it right side all the way. Shot might have been partially blocked. With the rebound is Lila Jones. She'll give it off to Brooklyn Mitchell. Trying to get around her man. Lost the handle on the basketball. Picked it up. And they're going to give her another dribble. They must have said that Russell tipped it. She's going to take it all the way and miss the layup. Shot was altered a little bit there by Talia Ely. She banged it off the backboard too hard. Drew Robinson got the rebound going coast to coast, missing that shot. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Harrison. It looked like Clements got the last touch on it, and Russ will inbound it underneath their own basket.
Yeah, I thought Robinson had 2 points there. Hit it a little bit hard off the backboard.
Burke going to bounce it inside, trying to get it to Drew. It's knocked out of bounds. We'll do it again. Burke, Robinson, Ely, Campbell, and Keister on the floor for the Lady Cyclones. Keister calling for it in the corner. They didn't see her. They go inside to Ely. Turnaround jumper is no good. Tipping, trying to get the offensive rebound. She can't. Harrison has it. Campbell in the backcourt, playing some defense. They'll get it across the timeline. And with it is Tucker Webb, and she'll give it back to Brooklyn Mitchell. To get around Drew, throws in the corner. Looked like they were coming, expecting a shot there. Jones was coming. And shot here on the drive was partially blocked there by Talia, and Brenna Burke with the rebound. In the front court. Splitting a double team. Brenna all the way. Soft touch. Hit the back of the iron. We've got a timeout called by Harrison. That too by Brenna's put her in double figures, and the Lady Cyclones lead at 32-24. We'll take a break. Minute 13 left in the first half. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Looking to expand without breaking the bank? Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings has been serving the River Valley for 7 years and counting. Only $99 down delivers select Burnett Affordable Buildings and 20% off C&H carports for not only carports, but for barns, sheds, and more. Let Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings create the extra space you need without breaking the bank. Visit Duval'sAffordablePortableBuilding.com or just stop by 4151 South Arkansas Avenue in Russell. And don't forget to ask about the $50 referral.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection.
Tucker Webb, and she'll hit the jumper.
272-4069.
5 points for Tucker Webb as we're back. She scores for Harrison, makes it a 6-point lead for Russellville. Kana Keister has it for the Lady Cyclones, steps inside the three-point line, will miss the 15-footer there with the rebound as London Lee. Lady Cyclones leading 32-26 coming out of the Harrison timeout. They got a 2-pointer, and they have the basketball now looking to cut into Russellville's lead. Their jumper from just inside the 3 is no good. There by Lee, and Ely with the rebound, 2 on 3. She'll stop on the right side, rotating it around in the corner. Z Campbell hits the 3. Zaria's got 2 tonight, 23 on the season. The Lady Cyclones lead at 35-26, their largest lead of the game.
Harrison lost Campbell. They didn't know where she was at.
8 seconds left to play here in the first half, and when have I been able to say this? With 7 seconds left in the first half, Russellville has their first foul called on them. We've had 3 fouls this entire first half, and it's been a wonderful flow to this game. They're going to lob it inside now along the baseline. Shot up, missed there, and a foul called on Russellville. And as I compliment the refs, then they do that. The guy farthest away from the play is going to call the foul and give them 2 free throws as the foul comes on Z. And she commits 2 fouls within 4 seconds. And that'll send Clemens to the free throw line. But still, wonderful first half. Quick, great pace because of the lack of fouls being called. Not calling every little ticky-tack thing, and the first free throw is no good. 3.7 seconds left. Lady Cyclones will have a little bit of time to do something with it. Second free throw is good. They hit 1 of 2. 2 seconds, 1 second. We'll see what Brenna Burke does. She'll launch one from just inside half court, and that almost went in and hit the front of the iron. We've come to the end of the first half with our score. Russellville 35, Harrison 27. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Beltner's Athletes Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half off or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Beltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Running a business, a household, or just everyday life can be hectic. The last thing you want to have to think about is banking. At First State Bank, we focus on providing you the financial tools and exceptional service you need so you can focus on what really matters. Whether it's managing your business from the sidelines or making life run a little smoother with convenient and flexible financial solutions, we've got your back. Get back to business and life. We'll take care of the rest. First State Bank.
At Liberty Car Wash in Russellville, you have options. You can wash your car yourself or drive through one of the automatic car washes. Liberty Car Wash also gives you the option of washing your fur baby. Why make a mess in your home and risk clogging your drains when you can wash Max at Liberty Car Wash? Visit Liberty Car Wash today on Knoxville Avenue and South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville, where you always have options.
Miller Roofing Company, a family-owned company treating you like family. Who's a part of the Miller family of employees? Bill Casey has a history in the roofing business.
Well, I grew up in it, and I've been doing it full-time 38 years. The Millers are just super people, very honest, hard-working people, and it's a family atmosphere, and it was certainly the best move I've made in a long time.
Your friends at Miller Roofing. See them on South Arkansas and Russellville, and follow them on Facebook.
Welcome back. We're at the half. The Lady Cyclones leading Harrison up here at Harrison High School, 35-27. Russellville trailed a couple times early. But once they took that 8-point lead, it kind of fluctuated there, but they stayed. in control. After they opened up the 8-point lead, the closest it got was 22-20, but Lady Cyclones lead it by 8, led by as many as 9. That free throw cut it to 8 there by Sagar Clements. Just 4 fouls called in this entire game. 2 on Harrison in the first quarter, 2 on Russellville in the second quarter. What's your thoughts of the first half?
Well, just a good first half by the Lady Cyclones. Just playing real good defense, jumping into the passing lanes. We intercepted quite a few of those, being aggressive on the defensive boards like that, but mainly being aggressive on offense and driving to the basket, either going all the way or looking for the open person. And it seems like the Lady Cyclones lately has been really doing that. They go for the basket, and when they get stopped, they turn, they know somebody's going to be open, and they drop the ball off, and we saw that in that first half. Russellville was 4 of 9 from three-point, 3 of 3 from the charity stripe, whereas Harrison was 3 of 8 from the three-point line, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. So looking forward to a good second half. I hope the officials let them keep playing, because this game is going along very quickly.
And it's vibrating up here as we're up here next to the Harrison band. We do have some scores to pass along to you. Greenwood all over Alma. This is the second quarter score. Lady Bulldogs leading at 42-7. So when I said that Greenwood's going to win one of their final 2 games, they'll probably win both of them. That's what I figured. It's going to be a blowout. So Greenwood going to be the number 1 seed. And if the Lady Cyclones, what they need to be a 2 seed, they either need a win tonight or they need Mountain Home to lose their game. Right now, Mountain Home is at Greenbrier. It's a low-scoring first half. There's just under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Mountain Home and Greenbrier are tied at 13. They're having clock issues and shot clock issues there, so that's delayed them a little bit. Here, the Lady Cyclones leading at 35-27 at the half. We'll take a break, come back with more of your halftime show. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
At Phil Wright Autoplex, we understand the importance of supporting our local community and schools, which is why we strive to be a trusted dealership in the River Valley for almost a half a century. Our Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned inventory is constantly updated to ensure that we offer the latest models at the best value for your budget. We understand that buying a vehicle can be a stressful experience. That's why our team is here to help, not pressure. Phil Wright Autoplex, exit 84, just off I-40 in Russellville. Or online 24/7, philwright.com.
The real deal wood smoke barbecue over at Ridgewood Brothers. As we are in a new year, new hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 3 for lunch and 4 to 8 for dinner, or until they sell out. New hours at Ridgewood Brothers, Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 3 for lunch and 4 to 8 for dinner, or until they sell out. 803 West Main Place in Russellville, right behind Newton's Pharmacy, or place your order right there on their Facebook page. The real deal, true blue wood smoke barbecue, Ridgewood Brothers.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Maybe you're moving some dirt around the house, got jobs to do, things you need to get finished, and equipment to move. Well, maybe you don't have what you need. River Valley Tractor has it, and they have great prices and great people. Family owned and operated. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor. Robert and all the staff are there to take great care of you. From the sales department to parts, service, all over, you can count on River Valley Tractor. 702 Weir Road in Russellville, River Valley Tractor.
Welcome back. We're at halftime. The Lady Cyclones with a 8-point lead, and we'll give you this point totals for Russellville. Brenna Burke with 11 points in that first half. 8 points for Z Campbell, 6 for Kyra White, 4 for Talia Ely, 3 each for Kana Keister and Shaisha Willis. For Harrison, Brooklyn Mitchell with 8 points, and she scored all 8 of hers in the second quarter. 5 for Annabelle Massigal and Tucker Webb, who also got all 5 in the second quarter. 4 points for Lila Jones, and 2 points each for Eliza Barger and London Lee, and 1 point for Sagar Clemens. We're going to take another quick break, Stephen. Hope that's okay, and we'll be back with the second half. Russellville leading by 8. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Don't call it quits yet. R&R Tire Express will have you back in love with your ride with a sweetheart deal on tire and wheels. That's right. We'll have your car, truck, or SUV looking like $1 million with R&R's Sweetheart Package. Get an 18-inch wheel and tire package starting at just $40 a week, or a 20-inch off-road wheel and tire package starting at $21.99. R&R on East Parkway Drive next to Starbucks in Russellville. For a quick quote now, text TIRES to 43414.
Get the game day snacks ready. It's the best time of year for inviting friends over to watch your favorite teams.
That's right, Stephanie. And at Sofa City, we have the best seats in the house. Our showroom is stocked with quality recliners, reclining sofas, and reclining sectionals, most made here in the USA. Our prices are already discounted, and we carry a huge variety to fit every style and budget.
And I'm always hearing stories of your great hometown service and easy financing options.
And remember, there's no waiting at Sofa City, where you can buy it today and enjoy it tonight.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Hey River Valley, it's Montana at Hubbard Power Sports in Russellville, your local Can-Am and Sea-Doo dealer. I just wanted to pop in and remind you guys that you don't have to wait until spring to get your machine ready to ride. You can do your annual service and maintenance now and get in and out of the shop really quick. Spring will be here before we know it, and the spots in our service department fill up fast. Give us a call or stop by to get your rigs in early and be ready to hit the trails. You know where to find us, 301 South Knoxville, across the tracks from Price's Town and Country Store. See you soon.
Welcome back to Harrison. Lady Cyclones with an 8-point lead. Harrison, mentioned, coached by Stacy Klotz. She's in her 3rd year here at the Harrison as the head coach. She's actually 4th year here because she was assistant. Get this, she was an assistant her 1st year here under Coach Kristen Williams. And Harrison won the 4A state championship. It was Harrison's 5th state title in girls basketball. Of course, Sherry White, who coached at Russellville, won some state championships here. But Kristen Williams comes here to Harrison, wins a state. She leaves to be an assistant principal at Marshall with no coaching duties, and then after 1 year there, leaves to go be the Dover girls basketball coach. That's a couple little tie-ins there between Harrison and Dover, and also Harrison and, of course, Russellville with Sherry White, who went on to Fort Smith Southside. She coached at Hot Springs, also coached at Russellville. Did not win a state championship at Russellville, but did take the Lady Cyclones to the state championship game and lost to Jonesboro. Lady Cyclones will have the basketball to start the second half. Remember, there was one jump ball in the first 30 seconds of the second quarter, and that went over to Harrison. Here's Ely, a right start of the second half. She makes a nice little move in the lane. Almost double-teamed. He kept one in front, one in back, and with that basket, she gives the Lady Cyclones their first double-digit lead. And coming through is Talili in the backcourt, and she's going to get the interception and is pushed to the floor on the shot, and she's down. That's not a good sign.
No,
she's holding her knee there, and that is not a good sign. It was an intentional, unintentional foul. They pushed her. She was coming in from the right side, and she hit her knee. And after that steal by Talia, this is not good. Not good. She's holding her right. I thought it was her knee. Now it's her right leg, and there, Russellville's out to check her out. 37-27 our score. And
I'm hoping she just hit the floor.
Yeah,
with that
hoping it's just
leg
feeling funny. And Harrison's trainer is out there taking a look at it. This is someone that Russellville, there's a lot of people they can't do without, but Talia is one they can't do without. And again, she got the steal in the back court. Just coming through with the interception. She's good at that. And they're really looking at that right knee, and her father is now out on the court to just take a look. Interested parent, which totally understand. And so we're going to take a break here as Talia Ely on the floor getting 10-2. Lady Cyclones leading it here by 10 here with 7:39 left to play in the third. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Mike Giroux with Giroux & Associates, Medicare Specialist of Arkansas, here to remind you of the importance of doing an insurance review. Things change over the course of time and can affect your current benefits. It's important to make sure you have proper coverage. Give us a call today at 479-857-2810 for a free review of your life, health, or Medicare coverage. Jerome Associates, Medicare Specialist of Arkansas, 479-857-2810, 479-857-2810.
Talia Ely still down on the floor getting tended to, and again had that layup opportunity and got pushed to the floor, and she has pretty much stayed in the same spot. She is, like I said, favoring the right knee. Her coach, both coaches out talking to her, and Lady Cyclones were taking a knee and praying over on near the bench, and now they've concluded that. Talia about to get helped up.
Her dad's a real nice guy. He always comes by, speaks to us, talks with us. A very positive individual, but just a super nice guy when it comes to.
And we've had a chance to visit with him because this is his third daughter in the program. Oh, sorry, is it? Yeah. Again, it wasn't a dirty play. They were trying to block her from shooting a layup. She is getting helped off. She's putting just barely a little bit of weight on that right knee. Not very much at all. And so after that foul, what happens is whoever you bring in for her gets to shoot the 2 free throws. Now, the good thing is that she's not going back to the training room. Bad thing is she's definitely in a lot of pain. And she sits down at the end of the bench, still being tended to by the trainer for Harrison, as Kyra White into the game to shoot the free throws. And her dad is still there, and that's totally understandable, totally fine. The first free throw by Kyra is good, and Russellville with an 11-point lead. But, again, that's not – we don't really care about that right now. We're kind of concerned about Talia, again, getting that right knee looked at. Second free throw by Kyra is good. She hits them both. She's got 8 points. The Lady Cyclones lead it here by 12. And Harrison beats the press in the front court. We'll keep monitoring that situation. She's over at the end of the bench getting looked at. Talia Ely going down here, or in the first minute of the second half on that foul. And I didn't even see who the foul was on. I didn't care about it, but at the time, Harrison going to throw the ball away in the front court. Lady Cyclones leading here by 12. We had 4 fouls called in the first half. Willis in the corner. Will pass on it. And Harrison's going to get the steal. This is Brooklyn Mitchell trying to race ahead, and it's taken away there by Campbell. Campbell's going to be whistled for her 3rd personal foul. And she thought she got a clean block there, but it's going to send Brooklyn Mitchell to the free throw line to shoot 2. It's a 3rd and 4th free throw for Harrison in this ball game.
The way that ball went straight down, it looked like it possibly a block.
First free throw is good. She'll hit them both. Back to a 10-point lead for Russellville. That's 10 points for Brooklyn Mitchell. For the Lady Goblins, she scored 11 on us in the first matchup. Here's Kana Keister will drive, missed the 15-footer. Mitchell with the rebound for Harrison. Down the floor is Massengale, and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Russellville.
Harrison likes to get behind you, especially on a fast break. They try to get that easy layup. Russellville's got to stay aware of that and hustle back.
Inbounds pass comes to Mitchell on the left wing. She's being hounded by Brenna Burke. Picks up her dribble, and pass is going to be intercepted by Shy Willis. She comes in from the right side. Bump, count the basket, and she drew the foul. Shaisha Willis now with 5. Looking at Ely and over on the bench, and they now put an ice pack on her right knee. And the trainer's now talking to her father about it. We'll doubt we get any word, but just letting you know. And please, your thoughts and prayers for her. Shaisha converts on the old-fashioned three-point play. Hitting the free throw, Lady Cyclones with a lead. Now a steal by Russellville. Brenna Burke misses the layup try, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Harrison. Now Lady Cyclone defense in the back court. is really bothering Harrison a lot here in this early third quarter.
I was going to tell you that last foul was on Barger, which was her second.
Inbounds pass coming to Kana Keister. Three-pointer is no good from the left side. Harrison with the rebound in the front court. Looked like Barger might have carried it, but she's going to keep it all the way and hit the layup. 42-31. The Lady Cyclones lead is 11 after the layup by Harrison. Brenda Burke going to miss the three, but she's going to be fouled. This will be the second time in the game where she's going to the free throw line to shoot 3 free throws.
And that's Mitchell's second.
And Brenna with 11 points tonight. It's her first point of the second half. Hits the first free throw. 43-31. She'll hit the second. Assistant coach Randy Talley over there talking to the Harrison trainer. Talia's dad also there. She's at the end of the bench still with an ice pack on her right knee. I'm sure she's done for tonight because they'll want to get it checked out. Brenna hits all three. She's a perfect 6 of 6 from the line. 45-31. Lady Cyclones with the lead. First matchup, Russellville beat them 48-31. Low-scoring contest there. What a swipe there by Drew Robinson, blocking the shot, getting the defensive rebound. And Brenna Burke in the front court. She'll take it all the way with the left hand. It rolls off the iron. Sort of hung there for a minute. Harrison has it on the move. 5:40 left here in the third quarter with the basketball. Jordan Quant did not see her in the first half. Dishes it off to Massengale, who hits the drive. She hasn't scored since the first quarter until now. A 12-point lead, though, for Russellville.
Best thing Lady Cyclones can do is forget about Ely right now and just stay concentrated on this game.
There's a pull-up jumper missed by Keister, but with the rebound is Kyra White for Russellville. She'll give it off Brenna Burke. Left-handed pass, finding an open Shy Willis on the right side. Hitting the three. Shaisha's got 9 with her second made three, and a quick timeout called by Coach LaShanta Johnson and Russellville. The Lady Cyclones lead at 48-33. We'll take a quick break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat Meat on the Dover Square is serving up delicious home-cooked meals and entertainment for the whole family. It's like gathering at Grandma's house, but with karaoke on Tuesday nights and live bands on Friday and Saturday nights. Bring the family to Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat Meat, 9733 Market Street in Dover. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, 6:30 a.m. to close. And don't forget about the Sunday buffet, 11 to 3. Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat Meat in Dover.
5:06 left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones with a 15-point lead, 48-33. Hitting that layup and then that three-pointer and then calling timeout. I was looking at Shaisha Willis. She's got 2 3-pointers and a 3-point play. That's her 9 points. She scored 7 in the first matchup. Inside pass is foul called on Drew Robinson, and they end up in free throws for Brooklyn Mitchell, who's 2 of 2 from the line. She's got 10 points for the Lady Goblins.
That's Robinson's first foul of the game.
Free throw is good. 48-34. I didn't think it was good. I looked up last second. I thought it bounced off the rim, but they counted it, so it must have went through. 48-35 as she hits both. The Lady Cyclones almost threw it away in the front court. Three-pointer, Shy Willis from the left corner. She's got 9 points in this quarter and 12 for the game. The Lady Cyclones lead it by 16, 51-35. Shy Willis almost got a 5-second count, but Coach Clark calls a timeout for Harrison. Lady Cyclones leading it here by 16, 4:36 left to play in the third. We'll take another quick timeout. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
If you like supporting local small town, then you should go down to Funky Town Mall. We've got over 80 vendors from our very own community with tons of varieties such as vintage, antiques, collectibles, furniture, painted or stained, art, undercore, holiday decor, glassware, pottery, farmhouse, jewelry, clothing, new, ancient, and worn, western wear, frame, autographs, sports pictures, puzzles, kids' toys, sports trading cards, books, albums. Did you get all that? Well, I guess then you're just going to have to come see for yourself. We've got something for the whole family. 1612 South Arkansas. Like us on Facebook and see what's new and ask about our shipping and layaway options. Come on down to Funky Town.
4:36 left to play here in the third after the Harrison timeout. Lady Cyclones with a 51-35 lead. Harrison is going to throw the ball away. So they use the timeout to save a turnover, and Russellville gets it anyway. Kana Keister dribbles to the right elbow, kicks it out. Shy Willis misses the three from the right side. There's Kyra White with the follow, and puts it up and in, and Kyra's in double figures with 10 points. 53-35, the Lady Cyclones with their largest lead of the ball game. Sidestepping, dicing her way through was Brooklyn Mitchell. She's got 14 after hitting that shot. And it looked like Brenna Burke, I think she's the one that, well, she took a hard screen in the back court. I couldn't tell if it was her or Drew Robinson on that play. Brenna, spin move in the lane, gets it to Drew near the corner. Drew will lose the handle on it. It's picked up by Lee, and we'll have a foul called on Drew. That'll be her first of the game and the team's third. Again, Talia Ely out of the basketball game. Ice pack on her right knee. She's over at the end of the bench. Her dad's been down to check on her. And if we get word, we'll let you know. But I doubt we get word because we're on the opposite side of where the benches are. Lee over on the right side. Ball was tipped out of bounds. They tried to go inside there. Posting up down low was Barker. And it was denied, but 26 seconds on the shot clock. They'll inbound it along the right baseline.
That's a good job by Willis playing defense.
They get it out to Lee. Back to the basket, but she's about 15 feet away. Turns and threw it away in the corner. 3:36 left here in the third. The Lady Cyclones leading at 53-37. Here's Kana Keister, right side. Gets it to Shaisha Willis on her drive. Missed, tipped out, and Harrison has it. Pass in the front court. And it goes out of bounds as they couldn't catch up to it. Jordan Quain.
Couldn't catch up to it, and if she had, if Keister was right there playing defense, stand between the Harrison player and the basket. Good job on Keister's part.
There's Brenna Burke in the front court. Keister in the corner will miss the three there. With the rebound is Mitchell. She's going to push it up the floor. Getting the steal is Brenna Burke. Long pass down, caught by Kyra White. She hits the layup. She's got 12, and that's a career high for Kyra White. Her previous career high was 11 against Bryant. She's got 12 tonight. Under 3 minutes to go. The Lady Cyclones lead it 55-37. There's a three-point try in the corner by Mitchell. That one's no good. Burke again with the rebound, and again a pass down the floor. This one to Drew Robinson. Hits the baseline jumper. Lady Cyclones really attacking here. That's the first basket made by Drew, and the Lady Cyclones leading by 20. Mitchell trying to beat everybody. She's going to hit the layup and draw the foul. And I think this one's going on Brenna Burke. Mitchell's a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
There's no question she fouled her, but pretty light foul.
Jasmine Garcia going to check in for Russellville after they make the layup in the and one. The Lady Cyclones lead is 17, 57-40. Again, Talia Ely out with an injury, out for the rest of the game. Drew Robinson will dribble inside the free throw line, outside the lane, double team, and she's going to be tied up. And it'll belong to, as they say, Harrison. I thought they were going to give it to Russellville, but it is Harrison basketball, and they do get it to him. Soraya Stroud in the game for the first time for Russellville, number 21. She came in with Garcia. Ball was tipped by Stroud, but caught by Quant. They're going to go inside, double team down low, and it's just taken away by Kyra White. Got a career high, but she can play defense also. Garcia in the front court. Brenna Burke launches a three, nothing but net for Brenna. And she's got now 17 points, but that's her first made three of the game. The Lady Cyclones once again back up by 20, 60-40 here. Lady Cyclones going to take the charge here. Nice job there by Kyra White. Took that one.
That's her third, Mitchell's.
Yeah.
And coach is sending in a player from Mitchell, I think. Yep. No? Sending one in for London Lee.
Minute 22 left to play here in the third quarter. The Lady Cyclones leading by 20. Greenwood well on their way to beat Alma tonight. That, I mean, point-wise, could have been a mercy rule in the second quarter as they led at one time 42-7, and then we saw it was 49-7 at one point, still in the first half. There's a shot made by Drew Robinson, who's got 4 points in the quarter. A little give and go with her, and she gives the Lady Cyclones a 22-point lead. What that means with Greenwood winning, if Russellville wins tonight or Mountain Home loses, Lady Cyclones will sew up the number 2 spot. Splitting the double team there is Mitchell, and before she traveled with it, she was able to dish it off. We're going to get a foul called on the Lady Cyclones. And that'll be number 3 on Drew. And it's going to put Lila Jones on the free throw line to shoot 2, because I don't know if she was shooting or not, but that was a foul, so a 5th foul called on Russellville. First free throw is good. We had 4 fouls called the entire first half total. We have 9 called here in the third quarter.
And 3 of them has been on Mitchell in this, on Robinson this quarter. Well, she's got a target on her back.
It's the free throw, 62-42. The Lady Cyclones with the lead, though. This is Shy Willis, who'll hand it off to Garcia. Her pass almost deflected out by Quant.
No short.
And an air ball here on the three-point try. With the rebound is Jenna Lewis. Shot clock is off with 18 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Lewis starts her drive, just lost control of the basketball, and it goes out of bounds. They say last touch by the Lady Cyclones with 9.9 left. Good job there by the official not calling that a charge. There was a collision there, but you don't bail them out when they just lose control of it. Lewis going to inbound it for Harrison along the right baseline again. Shot clock is turned off with 9.9 left. Pass comes to the top of the key. This caught by Tucker Webb. Going inside. Defender falls down. Barger wide open underneath. She's got 6. Lady Cyclone just fell down there. And we'll come to the end of the third quarter with our score. Lady Cyclone 62 and Harrison 44. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
The Russellville School District is seeking route substitute and trip bus drivers. Route drivers start at $30.38 per hour with pay increases for years of experience. Substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. Drivers interested in trips earn $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event. And bus monitors can make $15 per hour. Route drivers and monitors are eligible for insurance and retirement. No CDL? RSD is a registered training site. Apply at russellvilleschools.net transportation page.
Johnny Story in for Olathe Realty Russellville with an important question for you. How do you get top dollar when you're ready to sell your home? Well, I'd suggest trusting the professionals. You know, at Olathe Realty, they really are a seller's best friend because they have years of experience, knowledge, and they have a network of relationships that ensure that you get the most for your home. Olathe Realty Russellville, 968-5668.
KCJC Dartnell Russellville. You guys play the best country of all. River Country. KCJC.
Lady Cyclones taking an 18-point lead into the fourth quarter here, 62-44. Again, without Talia Ely, if you're just joining us, she was injured in the first minute of the third quarter and will not return. Missed drive there by Shy Willis. The Lady Cyclones can't get the offensive rebound. They're applying pressure in the backcourt. in the front court. Clements was double teamed. She get the pass off eventually in the corner to Tucker Webb. They're going to go inside. Left-handed turnaround jumpers and air ball. And Kyra White, the rebound for the Lady Cyclones. Brenna Burke stutter steps her way. Bounce pass over to Drew. Again in the corner to Campbell, who missed the three-pointer. And Barger with the rebound. She's being chased by double team, but won't stop dribbling. And wide open underneath was Lila Jones for the layup. She's got 9 points. Lady Cyclones lead is 16. And we're not going to speculate, and even if we hear, I don't think we'll say how Talia is, but it was really awkward. A tough foul was called. I don't think she was really going for the basketball there. I won't say dirty, but it wasn't really a motion there, and it was just kind of an awkward play. A missed shot there by Campbell, and Drew Robinson gets the follow. She's got 6. I think Z thought she should have been fouled there. But Lady Cyclones get the bucket anyway, leading here 64-46. And with the drive is Clements, and missed shot from the inside. We get a foul called on Russellville.
That's Robinson. That's 4.
Yeah, and it's going to be number 4 on Drew, and Barger to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. Lady Cyclones, if they win, they will sew up a number 2 seed, and they'll be playing the 3 seed out of the South. They'll play them first round state a week from Thursday at 1 o'clock. They missed the second. They hit 1 of 2. The Lady Cyclones lead it here by 17. That number 3 seed should be decided tonight out of the South. It'll be Lakeside or Benton, and looking like it's going to be Lakeside. They're both tied, but Benton beat Lakeside by over 20 points, and they're actually playing again tonight. 6:07 left as Russellville is going to inbound it along the baseline here. Wide open inside as Kyra White gets the bucket and the foul. What a pass there on the inbounds pass by Brenna Burke. And Kyra White shattering her previous career high. She had 11 this season against Bryant. And she got 14 tonight, awaiting another free throw here. She is 3 of 3 from the line. And she hits that one. Lady Cyclones once again back up by 20, 67-47.
And along with that, she's got 5 rebounds, 4 of them in this second half.
Lewis in the front court will lob it inside, and there's another interception by Kyra White. Campbell in the front court. Z will bring it up left side. Drew Robinson attacking the basket. Double team, shoots over it, missed the shot. With the rebound is Barger. And we have senior boys action coming up after this. Russellville lost in senior boys to Harrison earlier this year, but it was their first game without Luke Stump. A foul called as another interception by Kyra White. She's fouled in the back court. That'll be on Lewis, her second. Substitutions coming in for the Goblins. 3 of their original starters checking back in. Russellville up 67-47, 5:33 left. One more game in the regular season for both Russellville teams. That'll be on Friday night at Cyclone Arena, Colors Day. Remember, they reversed it and had Colors Day this week. Senior night last week, but it can't be both, can't it? And we will have girls game first, so not reversing it. So the Lady Cyclones will play at 6 against Van Buren. Pass tipped and saved inbounds by Shy Willis. Campbell, and then on her drive, she lost it. Harrison has it. They went to the floor and did not get whistled for the travel. In the backcourt is London Lee. You don't necessarily are called for traveling if you go to the floor, as long as your feet maintain contact with the floor. I think you need like 1 point of contact with the floor. There's a missed 3 by Lewis at the top of the key. A jump ball on the rebound. It'll stay with Harrison. 4:47 left to play here in the ballgame. Lady Cyclones leading by 20. Soraya Stroud and Jasmine Garcia will replace Shaisha Willis and Brenna Burke. The Lady Cyclones with a 1-game lead over Mountain Home. But if it ends up being tied, remember they swept Mountain Home, so all they need is a victory here. They need one of their last two. It's a steal by Campbell. Pass ahead, lost out of bounds by Russellville. And we have a timeout called by the Lady Cyclones. We'll take a break. Russellville up by 20 with 4:39 left. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Mr. Brake and Lube wants you to know when it comes to your engine, not all motor oils are created equal. That's why they only offer name brand motor oils that you can trust, like Pennzoil, Castrol, Mobil One, and more. So don't pay top dollar for cheap generics. Mr. Brake and Lube can work your vehicle pretty much bumper to bumper, plus complete auto glass service. So call 219-5438 or visit 1415 East Main Street. Mr. Brake and Lube, your one-stop maintenance shop.
Lady Cyclones leading here 67-47. Looking at some of the other scores, Greenwood going to clinch it here. They have issues, clock issues at Greenbrier Mountain Home, so when I keep pulling up their stream, the score has been incorrect. When I say clock issues, they've had clock issues with the regular clock, the shot clock, and so it's been impossible. As far as the boys' side, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be keeping an eye on that Van Buren-Siloam Springs game, because if Siloam Springs can upset Van Buren, I realize it's probably not a good shot, but it's still a shot. If Siloam can win that game and Russellville wins tonight, then it sets up a game Friday night for who's going to be the 2 seed. Russellville's boys have punched their ticket. They did that last week. They could be anywhere from a 2 to a 4. They need to win at least one game to secure a 3 seed. They don't want to be the 4 seed. The 4 seed will take on Benton, who's undefeated in the 5A South. The 2 seed, they need a little bit of help. They also need to win out and win tonight. Lewis will use a screen for Harrison, almost threw it away. The Lady Cyclones leading by 20, a 3-point try. This one no good, but rebounded underneath by Bond. She's too far underneath to do anything with it. On the drive, a blocking foul going to be called on Kyra White.
That's her first foul. That's could have gone as a charge against Massengale.
First free throw's no good. Lizzie Harrison, who got in the game in the first half, will check in now, replacing Z Campbell. And again, Talia Ely out for the rest of the game. Was injured in the first minute of the third quarter. Game was in doubt, too. It wasn't like it was a blowout. We were, around up 8 or 10 at the time. First minute of the third quarter. Jasmine Garcia all the way. She gets in the scoring column.
Saw an opening and took it all the way in.
Lady Cyclones leading by 21 here, 69-48. Cross-court pass from Lewis to Massengale. They go inside to Lee, turned to face the basket, lost it, got it back, missed the shot. The follow is good, and they get the foul call. I tell you, a lot of fouls being called here in the second half. We had 4 total in the first half. 15 fouls called here in the second half. With the bucket was Massengale, and 1 is good.
Well, I've always said, if you're going to foul somebody underneath that basket, they don't need to make the basket.
Stroud on the right side will get it to Kyra White. Jump stop along the right side, missed the baseline jumper, trying to get her own rebound. It was tipped, but she saves it from going out of bounds. Would have been our ball anyway. Kana Keister launches one from 3. This one misses, it rims out, and that one goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off us with 3:32 left to play in the third. 69-51, Lady Cyclones leading by 18. All that matters is that you win by 10. In football, it's 13 before when you win by 40, you still get 13 points in the tiebreaker. In basketball, it's 10. I don't think it'll come down to that, but you never know. We saw last year, as Harrison's going to throw the ball away here, Mountain Home's boys missed the state tournament by 1 point on the tiebreaker. And so at the time, it was important when Russellville beat Mountain Home, they hit a 3 on the buzzer, and Mountain Home was thinking they get all the points they can. Even though Russellville won, they were able to cut 3 points off that just in case. Stroud will miss the 3-pointer from the right side. With the rebound underneath his Bonds, and a jump ball will be called. The worst thing you can do is hold it around waist high. You got to hit the outlet, dribble out, or do something with it. And Lady Cyclones did the smart move and tied her up. So Russellville will get possession back here, leading 69-51. Nearing 3 minutes left. Inside, beautiful pass there to Kyra White. Missed the shot. She wanted a foul call. They said it's a block from the backside. And so Lewis in the front court. They'll get it in the corner here to Massengale, who missed the three. Lizzie Harrison with the rebound for Russellville. Gives it off to Garcia. Lady Cyclones in the front court. Kyra White, she'll launch one from three and hit. Her first three of the game. Well, when you talk about blowing it out of the water, she has done just that with her previous career high of 11. I think I have her for, what, does she have 18 tonight? I have her for 18. Three-pointer by Harrison missed. Kyra White gets the rebound. She's really picked up with the injury to Talia Ely, again, who's at the end of the bench, has that right knee iced. They put ice on top. She's now got it underneath. And, of course, we're not going to speculate, but, boy, we need everybody to pray on that. We don't want anything bad for the senior to miss any time. And they're cheering Annabelle Massengale. She's a senior, and she checks out for the last time. Senior not here at Harrison. Garcia has it for the Lady Cyclones. She'll take it left side of the lane. Throws in the corner to Keister with a dribble. Step back three-pointer. That one's short. There's Garcia with the rebound. That one no good. And there's Lizzie Harrison with the follow. Lizzie, and now an official timeout just to get player in. So Lady Cyclones will come in with Jada Jones, number 23. The Lady Cyclones with a 74-51 lead. Under 2 minutes to go. Garcia tips it away. She saves it before it goes out of bounds. Jasmine all the way. Count the basket. She drew the foul.
That's just an excellent defensive play by Garcia.
That's hustle.
Oh, it is. Stayed concentrated on that goal. In regards to how bad she gets bumped, she's going to put the ball up there off the board real easy.
Yeah, it takes a touch, too, when you're worried about that. And I tell you what, look at this. She missed the free throw. And Lizzie Harrison was the only one for Russellville that realized that it was a live ball, and she put it up and in. Good heads-up play using her smarts. The Lady Cyclones with the lead, 78-51, make it 80-51, as Jasmine with the steal and the easy layup. 80 points for the Lady Cyclones. I believe this is, we'll check it, but I think this is the most points Russellville has scored all year, and Lewis travels with it for Harrison.
Yeah, the official scoreboard only has us for 79, but I think you're correct.
Yeah, and I am correct. They because it was a follow there on the free throw made. I don't think he realized it. Jones will shoot the three, left side. Missed that one. All tipped. Soraya has it, double team. She'll get it out to Garcia. It's tipped out of bounds. And I'm checking, and 80 points is the season high for us. I knew we hadn't hit 80. I knew we were getting close. 76. The Lady Cyclones scored 76 at Bryant. Here's Lizzie Harrison with the turnaround jumper along the baseline. She's got a career high of 6 points tonight. 82-51. The Lady Cyclones with a lead, and now the final minute. It's the mercy rule for Russellville here as we're up by 30. Harrison's going to throw the basketball away. The clock keeps rolling here as the Lady Cyclones lead at 82-51.
Shot clock is off.
Shot clock's off. Russellville does not have to score, but you got some players in there that want to score. Soraya Stroud bumped on the turnaround jumper, missed that one. Harrison fighting to get the rebound. Tries to dish it off to Garcia. It's out of bounds. It'll go over to Harrison. Again, the clock continues to roll here with 10 seconds left now. Russellville leading 82-51. The Lady Cyclones going to be the 2 seed out of the West. So Friday's game won't mean anything as far as seeding. It'll just be the last chance for the Lady Cyclones to play at Cyclone Arena. That's what we want. We wanted to lock it up here, and the Lady Cyclones do. They win the ball game tonight, 82-51. Hopefully it's not a costly victory as the Lady Cyclones lose to Leah Ely. I'm checking her. She's not going through the handshake line. She's staying at the end of the bench, but she is standing up shaking hands with people. But Russellville winning the ball game tonight, 82-51. Russellville moves to 21-6 on the season, 11-2 11-2 in conference play. We're going to take a break, come back with totals, and get ready for the senior boys action. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
If you pay for your own health insurance or you're looking for coverage, do not go online for quotes. You'll get endless calls from call centers and they will not stop. Instead, call Becky, the health plan lady. She can provide sound advice for your health insurance needs. Her freedom of choice plans lets you pick your doctors. No deductibles, no copays, and it's 30 to 60% lower cost than Obamacare. Call Becky at 479-886-2475 or go to healthplanlady.com.
ABC Children's Academy is currently enrolling with 14 locations in Pope, Johnson, and Yell County. ABC provides all-day child care, as well as a variety of enrollment options for families, including Arkansas Better Chance for ages 3 to 5, plus more. Visit abcchildrensacademy.com for more info, and come by their central office on 4th Street in Russellville to apply in person, or call 567-5650. ABC Children's Academy, changing our world one student at a time.
Well, the folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take just a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. You know, every kind word you put online, those personal recommendations to your friends and family are appreciated. Customers like you are not only vital to the business of Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, but vital to making our community as great as it is. Special thanks from the folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Welcome back. The Lady Cyclones with an 82-51 victory. Costly victory as the Lady Cyclones lose to Leah Ely, and we're hoping that she will not miss any significant time. Need everybody to pray that she's going to be just fine. But a mercy rule victory for the Lady Cyclones as they win it here and pick up their 11th conference victory of the season. They're 11-2 on the season, 21-6 overall, and they lock up that number 2 seed, which what that means, they'll play the number 3 seed out of the South, and we know that they will play in the state tournament next week. It will be on Thursday, February the 29th, and they'll play at 1 o'clock. They'll play the first game of that day in Searcy. What's your thoughts about the game tonight?
Well, just a great defense by the Lady Cyclones, and before and even after Ely left, we kept our composure. Many times a team will panic thinking, oh man, our rebounder, our scorer has left, but the Lady Cyclones didn't miss a beat. I mean, Harrison came in, White came in. White, I've got her down for 7 rebounds, and she was 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Had a 3-pointer. Just did a great job. Robinson, 6 rebounds. So it just seems like this team, no matter who's out there on the court, they gel together. Just did a great job, and it was just a good victory. We were 8 of 22 from three-point, 10 of 11 from the charity stripe. Excellent shooting.
Harrison was led by Brooklyn Mitchell with 16 points tonight and 10 points for Annabelle Massengale. Those were the 2 players in double figures for Harrison. For the Lady Cyclones, they had 3 players in double figures, including Kyra White, who had a career-high 18 points tonight, 17 points for Brenna Burke, 12 points for Shaisha Willis. There's your 3 players in double figures. Z Campbell had 8 points in the ball game for Russellville, and then 6 points for Talia Ely, Drew Robinson, Jasmine Garcia, and Lizzie Harrison, who also had a career high tonight, and 3 points for Kana Keister. Again, Russellville going to be the number 2 seed. No matter what happens, it's a done deal, and they will play the number 3 seed out of the South. Coming into tonight, it looks like it was going to be Lakeside because they are tied with Benton but lost to Benton. Those teams are playing again tonight, and they'll actually wrap up the 5A South tonight. So after tonight's over, we'll be able to tell you exactly who the Lady Cyclones will play. We do know it'll be Thursday, Leap Day, February the 29th, Thursday of next week at 1 o'clock. there in Searcy. But Lady Cyclones get an 82-51 victory tonight, the most points Russellville has scored all year. The previous high was 76, so when they beat Bryant, that was in the Bologna tournament early on this year. 82-51, the Lady Cyclones with the lead. Turn our attention now to the senior boys. They have some playoff implications tonight. The Cyclones could be anywhere from a 2 to a 4 seed, depending on what goes on tonight. If they want to be a 2 seed, they got a little bit of help. They need some help from Siloam Springs. If they want to be a 3 seed, it's all in their hands. And the student section comes alive for Harrison as they bring in their team. Cyclones can only control what they're doing, so they got to focus on that and just focus on trying to win the ball game tonight. If they can win one of their last 2, they'll lock up the 3 seed. They don't want to wait till Friday night. There's going to be a lot of distractions with Colors Day. Plus, nothing against Harrison; they're tough up here. But Van Buren is, ranked higher than Harrison, and so that's who we play on Friday night. You'd like to wrap that up tonight, and maybe if Van Buren could trip up tonight, open the door for that 2 seed. But it all starts with the game tonight. What's your thoughts about the game here as Russellville takes on Harrison?
Well, I went back and looked at my notes from that first game with Harrison, also some video, to see exactly what we did to get beat. Or what we didn't do to get beat. Harrison limited us to 1 shot. So one of the things we've got to make corrections, and we have in previous games here, the last few games, is we're going after that offensive rebound. They double-teamed Frazier. And even though they double-teamed him, they fouled him like crazy. Frazier was 11 of 12 from the charity stripe. But Harrison got away with too many easy shots close to the basket. So what we're going to have to do is tighten up our defense on the inside and go with some good outside shooting, which we have shown that in the last couple of games with Campbell, with Smith, with Donnie V. Being able to shoot that ball from the outside. We've got to control the boards. We got to create turnovers. And we do that by jumping into the passing lane. And then the main thing is we've got to stay out of foul trouble. We don't have a very deep bench, so we've got to keep our players on the court. If we can do that, I think we'll come away with a victory tonight.
Well, you're also you're bringing the lead a little bit in that game. That was Russellville's first game to play without Luke Stump. He had gotten injured in the first quarter at Siloam Springs. Russell finished that game without him, but that was Siloam Springs, one of the worst teams in the conference. That was Russellville's first game, and probably not knowing how to play without Luke. Not saying that they're better now, but I think they're more prepared now coming into this Harrison game, and they've been playing without him since then. So, yeah, Russellville losing that close game. But, again, Stump, that was the first game that Russellville had to play without him. So, yeah, Russellville sort of feeling their way out. I think they're more seasoned and figured out how to play without him now. And so that had a big to-do of how Harrison was able to guard us in that game.
And one other thing is we went cold that second half. If you remember, we couldn't get anything to go down, and we just got to come out, be aggressive in the second half as well. And we've done that. We've shown that we can do that, and we're working real good together as a team.
I still think that has to do with Stump being out because Russellville could play inside out before that and get those open looks. This is the first chance of how do we get the open looks without the big guy in there. But Russellville is going to get a chance here to avenge the loss there from Harrison earlier this year. We'll take a break, come back with more of your pregame show. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Farmers Co-op located in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Mike Apples along Mike. It is that time of year when feed is very, very important.
It sure is, and make sure that you've got your animals' needs taken care of, protein levels met, and all those things that you look for when it comes this time of year.
Farmers Co-op. We're located on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location.
Burris at Into Market reminds you that the new year is like spring, a season of change. And if your office furniture hasn't changed in a while or you need a total office remodel, Into Market provides expert advice to give you inspiration, plus products ranging from quality sophisticated furniture to more economical products for the builder, homeowner, architect, or designer. Into Market is your local dealer that offers professional furniture installation and delivery. Into Market, your make your office like new plus more store.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding, special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
Welcome back. We're here at Harrison and getting ready for the Cyclones taking on the Harrison Goblins. Going to give you the rundown of first the conference standings as Russellville is in third place here with an 8-4 record. They're a game above Mountain Home. They're 2 games behind Van Buren, who's sitting at 10-2, and Alma 11-1 in the conference. We figure Alma's going to beat Greenwood tonight. They'll lock up the top spot. Now Russellville again, they've already clinched one of the top 4 spots, so they're going to state. Now, they still have an outside chance to get a 2 seed. They're 2 games behind Van Buren, but get this. Russellville still has to play Van Buren, and they've already beaten them. And so if Van Buren loses tonight to Siloam Springs, which shouldn't happen, Siloam's only 1-11 in conference, but if Van Buren loses to Siloam tonight, that would give them 3 losses. If Russellville wins, they beat Harrison. They're still sitting at 4 losses, and that'll set up a big matchup Friday night at Cyclone Arena. Russellville could be the 2 seed. If they win tonight and Friday night, Van Buren loses to Siloam Springs tonight. If Van Buren wins tonight, Russellville can only be a 3 seed if they win one of their remaining 2 games. They are ahead of Mountain Home by a game, but they own the series with Mountain Home this year, 2-0. So the only way Mountain Home can jump ahead of Russellville is if Mountain Home runs the table and Russellville loses 2. So you can only control what's in front of you. The Cyclones can win 1 game tonight and clinch no worse than a 3 seed. Should they do that, they will be a 3 seed. Now, whether they're a 2 seed or a 3 seed, they're going to play next week in the state tournament on Thursday, February the 29th. They'll either be playing at 2:30 or 5:30. God forbid they lose 2 games and Mountain Home wins 2 games. That'll knock them to be a 4 seed, and that'll bump up their state trip to where they'll be playing on February the 27th of next week, and they'll be playing the number 1 team out of the South. Benton is 15-0. We don't want to play them, at least not in the first round. Russellville looking like we're hoping that it's going to be a 2 or 3 seed. That would mean Pine Bluff or Lake Hamilton. Pine Bluff is 12-3 in the South. Lake Hamilton 11-3. A lot of people think that Lake Hamilton's the better team, though, because Pine Bluff losing their best player who may or may not be playing the rest of the season. But we'll see. That 4 spot for the South is going to be Whitehall or Hot Springs. That will not factor in what Russellville will do. Russellville can't catch Alma, and Alma's just got to win 1 of their remaining 2 games to clinch the 5A West. So clear as mud. We know what the girls are doing. The boys will have a better idea after this game tonight. We're a couple minutes away from the starting lineup and then the tip-off for the Cyclones taking on the Harrison Goblins. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
At Centennial Bank, we believe serving our community goes beyond assisting with financial needs. We pride ourselves on being community connected and customer focused. Supporting our community starts with our employees. We enjoy rolling up our sleeves and helping make our community a better place. Our local bankers are a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities. That is why Centennial Bank is proud to support the place we call home. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
I am a teacher.
I am a banker.
I'm a father.
I am a mother.
I'm Muskie Harris, former Arkansas Razorback. I have 26 years of recovery. Meth does not discriminate. Choose your natural state.
We choose me over meth.
55,000 fans having a good time. 385 with a deadly secret. Meth kills more Arkansans per year than cocaine and heroin combined. Help stop this epidemic before it's too late. Choose your natural state. Choose me over meth.
Are you looking for a great place to work that offers great pay and benefits where you can make an impact in a safe, clean environment? ConAgra is looking for motivated, energetic people to join their team. ConAgra is recruiting industrial maintenance technicians to fill openings on all shifts. Positions start at $25.61 an hour plus a shift differential. Experience is required, so for immediate consideration, apply online at ConAgraBrands.com/careers. That's ConAgraBrands.com/careers. ConAgra is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back. Russellville just getting introduced right now. We'll give you the starting lineups first for your Russellville Cyclones. They're going to start off with 6'2 junior number 2 Donovan Villarreal, number 12 Bryce Beavers Sr., the 5'10 junior number 13 Cade Smith, number 21 Caleb Campbell, the 6'2 sophomore, and number 23 Cam Frazier, 6'5 senior. Russellville is coached by Greg Chenault. He has 67 victories as a coach, 23 here at Russellville, 44 as girls coach at Bauxite. Russellville 23-5 on the season, 8-4 in conference play. And Coach Chenault is the head coach, and his assistant is Wyatt Nahus. For Harrison, they are 17-11 overall, 5-7 in conference play. They're going to start off with number 5, 6'3 junior Jackson Kreiner. Number 15, Ryder Scribner. He's a 6'3 sophomore. Number 22, 6'2 junior Hayden Martin. Number 23, Maddox Bell. He's a 6'4 junior. And I believe number 11, Lucas Paul, the 6'4 junior, will get the start. But the main one you need to watch is number 15, Ryder Scribner. He's their main guy. He scored 28 points against Mountain Home, 16 against us. Even as a sophomore, he's already got an offer from Georgia Southern, and he can score just about any time he touches the basketball. 6'3 sophomore Ryder Scribner, he's their main guy. Harrison is coached by David Stoller. He's in his 22nd year as head coach here at Harrison. And if you're just joining us, we're shaking up here. We're right next to the Harrison band, so anytime they're playing or beating the drum, everything shakes. Camera, everything. So that's what we're not nervous. That's just what's going on there. I got to report that. And so Russellville in all black with red and a little bit of white trim. Harrison in their white with gold numbers, little bit of blue. And really hard to see even from up here. It'd be hard to see if you're watching us online, so we'll try to do the best we can. Harrison winning the opening tip. Again, Russellville losing a close one to Harrison earlier this year. They're going to launch a three from the corner. They do shoot really well from the outside here. They missed that one. Russellville needs to capitalize on it, and hopefully they're going to be called for 4 quarters. In the front court is Bryce Beavers. He'll dribble over left side. This is Caleb Campbell, and Cade Smith touching the basketball. Dribbles the free throw line, feeding it down low. Reverse layup missed by Bryce. With the rebound is Lucas Paul. Russellville got what they wanted there. Good execution. Shot just didn't go in. We have no score. Both teams with one possession. Both teams with one shot. They go to the high post. This is Jackson Kreiner. He's along the baseline, kicks it back out. This is Scribner. You want the blue shoes in there. Backdoor cut there. Reverse layup. This one's good by Lucas Paul. They lost one they probably feel like they shouldn't have when they lost Friday night to Van Buren. And here's a three-pointer for Russellville's Cam Frazier. We talked in the girls' game about these rims here, and they're dead. They're not tight, and that helps shooters. And that one hit the back of the iron and popped through. And the Cyclones leading at 3-2 here. Scribner catching the basketball around the half-court line, and he was almost across the line. I don't think he realized where he was. High post there with a pass. Kreiner underneath, and Kreiner cutting the basket, hits the finger roll. They called a 3-second in-lane violation of the girls' game. They may be doing that if Kreiner's going to live there. But he gets the layup and gives them a 1-point lead. Russellville answering there with Caleb Campbell. Cyclones with 2 threes in this game, one by Campbell and one by Cam Frazier. Cyclones with a 6-4 lead here, not even 2 minutes into this ball game. We'll trade threes for layups if we're going to continue to make them like they're layups. We're fine with that. Kreiner along the baseline double team. He'll kick it out to Scribner, who's open right side. Missed the three. With the rebound, there's Maddox Bell, 6'4 junior. He kicks it out. They get a fresh 35.
They are camping out in that lane, aren't
Bounce
they?
pass up high, down low, a reverse lip. Second time they've run that play. Lucas Paul has gotten behind us twice. He's gotten 3 reverse lips, and 2 of them have gone in. Cyclones throwing the ball away in the front court, but it does go off Harrison. Russellville will have it in the front court with 5:43 left to play here in the first quarter, and we're all tied at 6. We'll live with Kreiner shooting them. I'm sorry, Lucas Paul shooting them, but he's not their leading scorer. Coming off a screen, hitting the 3 is Cade Smith. Russellville setting a screen. It was catch and shoot off the pass, and he got a wide open look. The Cyclones lead at 9-6. Scribner in the lane. He'll throw it in the corner. 3-point try by Bell. This one rims out. Villarreal the rebound. Donnie V, a pass ahead to Cade Smith. He's going to stop along the right side. Was double teamed. He'll throw it back out. Retreating to get it is Bryce Beavers, who had to save it for the Cyclones. Give him some room there on the left side. He'll feed it in the corner to Campbell. Russellville with a 3-point lead. 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Villarreal, baseline drive, shot missed. Mishandled the rebound. With it is Lucas Paul for Harrison. Here come the Goblins. 4:50 left to play here in the first quarter. Cyclones have hit 3 threes. Smith, Campbell, and Frazier each hitting 1. With it is Ryder Scribner. Their main scorer. He's at the top of the key. Just a sophomore. Gets it to the high post to Maddox Bell. Feeds along the baseline to Kreiner. Feeds it to Lucas Paul. And now we have a very late call. It looked like Cade Smith got a clean block, but he's going to be whistled for the foul. And the Cyclones had the defensive rebound. And Russellville does not agree with that call.
No, I don't think. And I think they have a right not to disagree. Looked like a clean block.
And it did look like it. Lucas Paul had brought it around his waist. Isaiah block shot. Cade Smith just swatted it from his hands. And Isaiah thought it was a block shot because they're giving him 2 free throws, and he missed the first one with 4:30 left to play in the first. The second one, he hits 1 of 2. Paul's got 5 of their 7 points, and he's nowhere near their main scorer. I don't think he scored in the first matchup between these two teams. Bryce Beavers, he's going to step inside the 3-point line, shot blocked, tipped away. And here comes Hayden Martin. 2-on-1, ends up in a layup there for Jackson Kreiner, and we're all tied at 9.
That's what they like to do, that fast break, get behind our defense.
There's Cam Frazier on the drive, kicks it out. Open is Caleb Campbell, who hits the 3, his second 3 of the game. Russellville leads at 12-9. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Drive, and the ball knocked away by Cam Frazier, goes out of bounds and belongs to Harrison. Substitution coming in for the Cyclones, number 3, Malachi Siner, and he'll replace Bryce Beavers. Cade Smith also went to the bench, but I think he was just trying to grab a towel. 3:48 left to play here in the first. Russellville with a 3-point lead. I'll get it inbounds. Maddox Bell, who gave it up to Scribner. Villarreal way out up top. They go inside to Kreiner. He feeds a little underhanded pass underneath to Hayden Martin, who hit the layup. They're getting layups, and we're knocking down 3s. Russellville leads it by 1. Faking a 3 is Cam Frazier. He hits the deck hard. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2, but he's slow to get up, and he's favoring his left bicep there. He hit the boards hard, and I don't mean the boards rebounding. I mean he hit the floor hard.
Well, that time Harrison had 2 players in the lane with about 4 or 5 seconds. Neither one was called.
That's the first foul called on Harrison. It goes on Hayden Martin. The first free throw by Cam is no good. 62% on the season. Mountain Homes girls finally defeated Greenbrier 53-31. They locked up the 3 seed with that. Russellville leads it here by 2 as Cam hits 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and Russellville leads it 13-11. They had 4 threes and a free throw. Baseline jumper hit the side of the backboard. It was tipped right back to Ryder Scribner, who somehow got back in bounds because he went out of bounds after he shot that. His shot hit the side of the backboard. Here's Siner driving left side of the lane. Shot up, rolls off the iron. Rebound comes to Lucas Paul, and he's trying to get it away from Cam Frazier. He does with a pass over to Scribner. Scribner picked up by Cam. They'll set a screen. He fights over the top. Ball knocked away, and Cam Frazier, can he get the steal? And there's a battle for it. Harrison coming away with it. 18 seconds on the shot clock as Russellville did not have control of it. So Harrison with it. They're going to drive to the basket with 12 to shoot, and they threw it off the hands there of Lucas Paul, but he saved it. 8 seconds to shoot. In the corner, Martin will miss the three-pointer, and we get a foul called. No, out of bounds. It's going to be called, and it'll belong to the Cyclones as Lucas Paul goes off his hands out of bounds. Substitutions coming in for the Goblins. Number 21, Chance Lorenz, a 5'8 sophomore. We're all tied at 13 here in the first quarter of the game tonight. At the top of the key is Siner. Here's Campbell, who's hit a couple threes. I don't think he's touched on the offensive side since he hit that second one. His drive missed. Siner the rebound. He's outside the lane. They'll reverse it around right side. Villarreal on his drive. Missed the shot. They didn't reset the shot clock. Campbell going to miss the three from the right side. They didn't reset it on the shot earlier. And Russellville had 10 seconds to shoot. Backdoor by Kreiner. Tried to feed it inside. It was tipped away by Siner of Russellville, and the Cyclones have it on the move. As Campbell getting the steal. Donnie V, right side. Cade Smith hits the three. You know, we talk about following the shot, but Cade knew he hit it. He kind of posed a little bit and started running down the floor. High arching three-pointer, and the Cyclones get a three-point lead back here. 16-13. Cade Smith's going to gamble, and he's going to pick up his second. No, okay, this is first, right? Yeah, this is his first. I'm going to check and see, because I don't know if they could put the first one on Bryce Beavers. It is his second. Yeah.
He can't go after the ball like that. He's going to play a little more careful.
He's trying to be aggressive to make a steal there. I don't blame him for that. He's bumped into him, and he's got 2 fouls. He's still in there. Got to be careful. And now, hand check foul called on Russellville, and this is going to be on number 23, Cam Frazier. It's his first and the team's third. Minute 23 left to play here in the first. The Cyclones lead it 16-13. Going to bound it along the right baseline. They have to throw it out to Scribner way out up top. They'll set a screen, Maddox Bell. Scribner, open look from the left side, no good. And Bell, the rebound, spinning move inside the lane, put it up and in. And it's a 1-point lead for the Cyclones after the offensive putback by Maddox Bell, the 6'4 junior. Villarreal on the right side. Use the screen. They go over the top of it. His drive. Kicks it back out. Malachi Siner will miss the three from the top of the key. And with the rebound is Harrison Lorenz in the front court. And we get a foul called on the Cyclones here. Is this on 13?
Yep.
If it is, that's 3. And yep, Cade Smith has picked up his third personal, and he's going to be sitting probably for the rest of the first half. That hurts Russellville. He'll check you out with 6 points and a couple of made threes. And into the game will be Foster, Jaden Foster, number 15. Harrison with it. The Cyclones with the lead, but it's some foul trouble right now with Cade Smith on the bench with 3 fouls. This is Scribner in the corner. Low look pass along the block to Maddox Bell. They tried to kick it back out. It was intercepted by Cam Frazier. 1-on-2, but he liked his angle, missed the shot. He tried to sidestep there, and they had it. Ball knocked out of bounds by Bryce Beavers, who was trying to get a steal in the backcourt. 24.9 seconds left. Shot clock is off. The Cyclones with a 16-15 lead. Still in the backcourt. They've actually got 4 seconds to get it across, and they do with a pass ahead. Always worry about that when they have the shot clock turned off because officials rely on that nowadays. Scribner with it with 9 seconds to shoot. Set a screen, double team on Scribner. He's going to double clutch a three-pointers and air ball. And Beavers has the defensive rebound. We've come to the end of the first quarter. With our score, Russellville 16, Harrison 15. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Looking to expand without breaking the bank? Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings has been serving the River Valley for 7 years and counting. Only $99 down delivers select Burnett Affordable Buildings and 20% off C&H carports for not only carports, but for barns, sheds, and more. Let Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings create the extra space you need without breaking the bank. Visit Duval'sAffordablePortableBuilding.com or just stop by 4151 South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville. And don't forget to ask about the $50 referral.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business. Not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
Well, the story of the first quarter was the 3 fouls on Cade Smith, but the 5 made threes by Russellville. The Cyclones lead at 16-15. 1 made free throw. That was by Cam Frazier, but 2 threes by Cade, who's out with 3 fouls. 2 threes by Caleb Campbell, and 1 3 by Cam Frazier. They didn't wait for Russellville to get fully out on the court.
No.
They handed the ball off, and Harrison with it to start the second quarter. With the basketball as Hayden Martin takes it all the way at the layup, and they get the lead. They led early in the first quarter, but the best they had done halfway through the first quarter was just tie it up. They get their first lead since the first 2 minutes of the first quarter there with that layup, and Harrison leads it by a point, 17-16. Coming off the screen, Caleb Campbell was open. They feed it to him, backdoor cut, and he's going to be fouled. Just the second foul called on Harrison for this game, the first here in the quarter. They missed the fact that when Caleb came around, his defender fell down. He was cutting the basket wide open, but he continued on, and when he circled back around, he had a wide open look underneath, and they got the ball to him. He's going to the free throw line with that foul called on Jackson Kreiner, his first, and as I said, it's the first foul called on Harrison in this quarter, the second for the entire game. Free throw is good by Caleb. And Cade Smith, I didn't think we'd see him. He actually started this quarter. I didn't think we'd see him the rest of the first half. Second free throw is good. And now Foster will check in, replacing Campbell, who will check out with 8 points. But I've learned not to question basketball coaches because I am just a fan. I don't know anything. I'm just here to cheer us on. On the left side is Hayden Martin. He's closely guarded by Foster. Bell gets it back to Martin. Running in the corner, catch shoot by Lorenz. He'll miss the 3. There's Foster to Sky to get the rebound. He'll give it off to Beavers. Beavers in the front court, loses the handle on it. Dives on the floor to save possession for the Cyclones. Good hustle there by Bryce. Bryce gets it from Cam Frazier. Cade Smith with it. He's double teamed, picked up his dribble, got it to Cam, and Cam calling the play here with 19 seconds on the shot clock. Villarreal backs it out a little bit. Cade Smith looking for the cutter. It's not there. 11 seconds to shoot. Villarreal looking down low, nothing there. He'll take it baseline, and a shot blocked away, and Scribner comes away with it for Harrison. Cyclones used almost the entire shot clock, but didn't get any points for it. And here driving and shot up and in there by Martin. Cade Smith tried to draw the charge, couldn't get the call, and Harrison goes back up by a point. Foster with it. He'll use a screen set by Cam. We'll try left side. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here in the first half. The Cyclones trailing by a point. Cade Smith will attack baseline. Shot is good. Cade Smith with 8 points, and he gives the Cyclones back the lead. We're going back and forth, a seesaw battle here. Lorenz on the right side will spin away from a double team, bounce pass to Bell. I don't think he realized how open he was. He didn't attack. It gets it off to Martin, who will attack. He's got 6 points in this quarter and 8 for the game, and they go back up by a point. We're going back and forth. A bunch of twos just going back and forth here. Cam Frazier has it near the top for the Cyclones. 5:35 left to play in the first half. Cade Smith, spin move in the lane. Shot up from 10, goes off the iron. Scribner the rebound for Harrison. Pass in the front court, caught by Lorenz. Saw a double team, gets away from it. Russell backs off the double team. With his Hayden Martin. Again, a drive to the basket. Trying to draw the charge was Bryce. No call. He did dish it off, and a layup there by Scribner. They let that one go. Russell, I understand the first one that Kate Smith tried to draw. That one, there was a lot of contact there. Coach Chenault wants to take a timeout. 5:04 left to play here in the first half. The Cyclones trail 23-20. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Feltner's Athletes Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half off or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Cyclones were just 4 points here in the second quarter, and they trail by 3, 23-20. 5:04 left to play in the first half. Cyclones using their first timeout of the game there. Russellville with it, Donnie V on the left side. Before the timeout, or as it's being called, Campbell was set at the bench to check in, replacing Foster, and he's in there now. Cam Frazier lost it. He has to go to the floor to save it for the Cyclones, and now a jump ball will be called. And Cam's right foot never lost contact with the floor. That's why there wasn't a travel being called. His left foot in the air, as long as you maintain that 1 point of contact, you won't get the traveling violation. Russellville keeps it, and now technical foul is going to be called on Caleb Campbell. I'll be honest with you, I was getting ready to see we're going to inbound it with 8 seconds on the shot clock, and Caleb Campbell has been whistled for a technical foul as before the ball was even handed to the person inbounding it. Player fell down for Harrison. That's all I saw. So anybody watching it can go back and what that means is we turn the ball over and they get 2 free throws. So you can pick anybody you want. They're going to pick Lorenz to shoot the free throws, and it goes as a personal foul on Caleb.
Well, Caleb was trying to walk toward the middle of the lane, and the Harrison player kept pushing him back, so Campbell just pushed him back.
Well,
and then he fell like a good actor.
That's a tough call because it goes as 2 free throws for them, and they get the ball. So instead of us inbounding it underneath their own basket, down 3, now we're down 5, and they have it. This has been their largest lead of the game, 25-20, and again, it goes as a personal foul and a team foul. They're going to let Caleb back in. I think he's got to – I thought he had to wait, but they said no, he can come back in. So I don't understand that call either, but he gets back in the basketball game. Scribner will pass it. Here behind is Kreiner. They'll go inside now. Turnaround jumper is good. There by Lucas Paul. I wonder if this is a career high for him. He did not score in the game against us a month ago. He's got 7 tonight. He's scoring all from inside the lane. And he gives them a 7-point lead. Bryce Beavers in the lane, needs some help. Ball knocked away, picked up by Cam Frazier. Gives it back to Bryce. He'll attack along the baseline, spins in the lane, kicks it out. Cade Smith open top of the key. 3-pointer, that one won't go. With the rebound, Scribner. And Cyclones are struggling to find some offense right now. They've only had 4 points and 1 made field goal here in the second quarter. Cade Smith was knocked to the floor there by Kreiner. He was looking for a foul, but it was away from the play. They didn't see it. And they're trying to draw a foul on Cade. You watch Cade playing without the basketball. They're getting around him and just falling down. They didn't call it there. Scribner, top of the key, 3-pointer is good. That's his first 3 of the game. Watch Cade when he doesn't have the basketball, especially on defense. They're trying to draw a foul on him, and Donnie V is going to answer for the Cyclones. He'll hit the 3.
That's his first of the game.
Yeah, and it was a 10-point lead for Harrison. It's down to 7. They're without a dribble in the backcourt. Get it off to Scribner, and they're going to call timeout. Stoller calls timeout because they were getting ready to have a 10-second violation. We'll take a quick break. The Cyclones trailing by 7, 30-23. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
As a dentist, giving patients a beautiful smile is what I love to do. But the business side can be challenging. Luckily, First State Bank understands. They provide financial tools that make banking convenient and flexible. And the service I get is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing 30-23. Our clock's running. We're trying to get that reset with 3:20 left to play in the first half. Harrison calling a timeout. They were 1 second away from getting a 10-second violation. So Coach David Staller calling the timeout. They're going to feed inside to Lucas Paul, who has it stripped away. Foster comes up with it. I think Cam may have knocked it away initially. Donnie V, who had hit a 3 last time, will dish it off to Cam. His long 3 misses. Chasing it down is Villarreal on the right side. Stop and go along the baseline shot, and will miss there. He was trying to draw contact on that play. Not going to get it. And now we have a whistle, an offensive foul. They've been doing that a lot. We were complaining about it. They called it right there. At least they weren't calling it before then. But Maddox Bell running into contact, kind of what he did against Caleb Campbell, like you mentioned. And they saw it from the get-go there, and they called the foul on Maddox Bell. So a turnover goes over to Russellville in that play.
Yeah, the only thing is our player Foster didn't fall down on the court.
Yeah, he didn't. Jump stop in the lane, kicks it out in the corner. Cade Smith will miss the 3 from the right side. With the rebound is Lucas Paul. The Cyclones trailing by 7. 2:30 left to play here in the first half. Near the top is Ryder Scribner. He'll get it to Maddox Bell. Oh, he just almost dribbled it away. It looked like it hit a rock or something. He was able to chase it down in the corner and give it off to Scribner. Bounce pass to Paul, 15-footer. He hits. Where's this scoring come from? Good grief. This guy's got 9 points. On the right side for Russellville, trailing by 9 is Cade Smith. At the top of the key is Campbell. Foster. He'll go off away from the screen, drive to the basket, and he's going to be fouled. Hit hard there, knocked down by Martin. That'll be number 2 on Martin. And Jaden Foster will go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, did they call it on Lucas Paul? No, they did call it on Martin. It was Martin that was there.
Yeah, that's a good drive by Foster. Very aggressive, like that.
32-23, the Cyclones trailing. First free throw is good there by Jaden Foster for Russellville. Jaden Foster's second. He'll make first one, hit the second. I'm sorry, make the first one, miss the second one. How's that? Russellville trailing by 8. On the right side is Scribner. Start one way, go back the other near the corner. Cross-court pass over on the right side to Lawrence. Scribner just inside the three-point line will miss the long 2. There with the rebound is Foster. He'll give it off to Donnie V. Villarreal in the front court. Cam Frazier will pass on the 3, and they're going to call him for the travel. He drove it inside and dunked the basketball, but they said it was a travel before the drive. Harrison was trying to get a technical foul called on him for dunking, but I don't think he heard the whistle. Inbounds pass for Harrison. Comes in the backcourt to Scribner. Here comes the trap. He's able to bounce pass it in the front court to Lawrence. Russell almost got a steal there, but Scribner an open look, missing the 3. And the ball going to be saved in bounds by Donovan Villarreal, and layup. And let's see, we got a foul called on Cam Frazier, who is trying to avoid contact altogether. Kreiner flailed a little bit and draws the foul on Cam. Boy, they're doing it. I'm not saying it's bad officiating. I'm saying Harrison's doing a good job of flailing when they get bumped or almost bumped. And sometimes they're getting it called. And they got it called there. First free throw's no good.
Well, they're going to have to do better to get any Academy award.
Minute 5 left to play here in the first half. First free throw was no good by Kreiner. You got to do stuff like that when you're, behind a little bit, and they are behind in the standings, and 5 and 7 in conference. Here's Donovan Villarreal trying to drive for Russellville. Off the glass, no good. We get a foul called on the Goblins. And it'll send Donnie V to the free throw line. That'll be the first on Scribner. And Villarreal, 67% on the season, will shoot 2 here with 53.1 seconds left. Cyclones got to dig out of this hole. They hit that first one, that'll help. Russellville trailing by 8, 33-25. Again, 3 fouls called on Cade Smith. one on Campbell. It was a technical foul, and that's actually what changed the game. Russellville had the ball down 3, getting ready to inbound it. The technical foul was called, gave them 2 free throws plus the basketball. And before you knew it, they went from a 3-point lead to a 10-point lead, all in a quick less than a minute sequence. The second free throw was no good for Russellville's Donnie V. He's got 4 points. Scribner on the drive, bounce pass on the cut, and open look there for Maddox Bell. He's got 4, and it's a 10-point lead. Second time they've led by 10. Villarreal will give it off to Foster. Cam at the top of the key. Shot clock is off, 21 seconds left. Cyclones mishandling this, but Villarreal with it. On the drive, lost it, and a reach-in foul is going to be called. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And this will be on Maddox Bell, his second. And Villarreal going to the line to shoot 2. Is at 5 fouls on Harrison. 15.5 seconds left. Harrison lost Friday night here to Van Buren. Pretty well knocked them out of the playoff run. Villarreal hits the first. He's 2 of 3 from the line. And Russellville trailing by 9 here, 35-28, awaiting the second free throw by Donovan Villarreal. Have stats coming up for you at halftime. Also talk about the girls' victory. Second free throw is good by Donnie V. Russellville trailing by 8. The Goblins can play for the last shot if they want to. They have 11 seconds to shoot it. Lucas Paul, turnaround jumper, wide open underneath, missed that one. Villarreal, the rebound. Russellville can do something with it here. 3 seconds, a pass ahead. Foster's going to launch one on the buzzer, and he misses this one. We've come to the end of the first half with our score. Russellville trailing Harrison 35-27. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
At Liberty Car Wash in Russellville, you have options. You can wash your car yourself or drive through one of the automatic car washes. Liberty Car Wash also gives you the option of washing your fur baby. Why make a mess in your home and risk clogging your drains when you can wash Max at Liberty Car Wash? Visit Liberty Car Wash today on Knoxville Avenue and South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville, where you always have options.
Miller Roofing Company, a family-owned company treating you like family. Who's a part of the Miller family of employees? Tony Martin is construction supervisor.
I go out and I look at whatever projects people may be needing done, whether it's additions, remodel work. On the construction end, a lot of times people, they have a vision of what they want, and what I try to offer them is my experience in this field. We just like to do the best that we can for our customers.
Your friends at Miller Roofing. See them on South Arkansas and Russellville, and follow them on Facebook.
At Philwright Autoplex, we understand the importance of supporting our local community and schools, which is why we strive to be a trusted dealership in the River Valley for almost a half a century. Our Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned inventory is constantly updated to ensure that we offer the latest models at the best value for your budget. We understand that buying a vehicle can be a stressful experience. That's why our team is here to help, not pressure. Philwright Autoplex, exit 84, just off I-40 in Russellville. Or online, 24/7, philwright.com.
The real deal wood smoke barbecue over at Ridgewood Brothers. As we are in a new year, new hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 3 for lunch and 4 to 8 for dinner, or until they sell out. New hours at Ridgewood Brothers, Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 3 for lunch and 4 to 8 for dinner, or until they sell out. 803 West Main Place in Russellville, right behind Newton's Pharmacy, or place your order right there on their Facebook page. The real deal, true blue wood smoke barbecue, Ridgewood Brothers.
KCJC, Darknell, Russellville. You guys play the best country of all. River Country. KCJC.
Welcome back. The Cyclones, the trailer here at the half, 35-27. They led by 1 at the end of the first quarter, but trailed by 8 here and flirted around the 10-point margin. Russellville needs to find some offense there. Only hit 2 field goals of that second quarter, and when you look at that, it's kind of a wonder that they're only down 8.
I can't hear you.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and talk then.
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
We were shooting pretty good from the outside in that first half. I've got us down 6 for 11 from the three-point line and 7 of 10 from free throws. But that's not what's hurting us right now. Well, let me go ahead and say that Harrison's only 1 of 7 from the three-point line, 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. What is hurting us is the backdoor passes that Harrison is getting and going underneath the basket and scoring underneath the basket.
All right, we'll give you the scoring totals here. Go ahead and do that for you. Russell in that first quarter was led by Caleb Campbell, who had 8 points, a couple of threes to his credit, and also 8 points for Cade Smith. They both had 8. The bad news is Cade Smith had 3 fouls, but he was able to play through that. He picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter, able to play through it a little bit. 6 points for Donovan Villarreal, 4 points for Cam Frazier, 1 point for Jaden Foster. For Harrison, they were led by Lucas Paul, who had 9 points in the first half, Hayden Martin with 8, Ryder Scribner with 7. Game really seemed to turn a little bit on that technical foul called on Caleb Campbell. Got baited a little bit into it from what we saw in the replay. Russellville would have had the ball down 3. And technical foul, they had 2 free throws and end up getting a bucket. But Russellville's cold shooting, that's been the story of that second quarter. Just 2 made field goals in the entire second quarter. They were able to hang around in there hitting those free throws, 6 of 8 in the second quarter alone to be able to hang around. They trail here by 8, 35-27. We're going to take a break. We come back. We'll talk a little bit about the girls' game and what they're going to expect at state next week, and a little bit about what's going on with the boys, and hopefully an update in the Van Buren Siloam Springs game. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Maybe you're moving some dirt around the house. Got jobs to do, things you need to get finished, and equipment to move. Well, maybe you don't have what you need. River Valley Tractor has it, and they have great prices and great people. Family owned and operated. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor. Robert and all the staff are there to take great care of you. From the sales department to parts, service, all over, you can count on River Valley Tractor. 702 Weir Road in Russellville, River Valley Tractor.
Don't call it quits yet. R&R Tire Express will have you back in love with your ride with a sweetheart deal on tire and wheels. That's right. We'll have your car, truck, or SUV looking like $1 million with R&R Sweetheart Package. Get an 18-inch wheel and tire package starting at just $40 a week, or a 20-inch off-road wheel and tire package starting at $21.99. R&R on East Parkway Drive next to Starbucks in Russellville. For a quick quote now, text TIRES to 43414.
Get the game day snacks ready. It's the best time of year for inviting friends over to watch your favorite teams.
That's right, Stephanie. And at Sofa City, we have the best seats in the house. Our showroom is stocked with quality recliners, reclining sofas, and reclining sectionals, most made here in the USA. Our prices are already discounted, and we carry a huge variety to fit every style and budget.
And I'm always hearing stories of your great hometown service and easy financing options.
And remember, there's no waiting at Sofa City, where you can buy it today and enjoy it tonight.
Welcome back. We're at the half. The Cyclones trailing Harrison 35-27. I told you before the break that we were hopefully going to give you an update on Van Buren and Siloam Springs. We said hopefully because it's senior night there in Van Buren, and they had a long girls game. They did all the honoring the seniors between games, so they still haven't even started. They have not started their senior boys game yet, and they are about to do the introduction, so they have no score. And what that means is if Van Buren loses tonight and Russellville wins tonight, then the Cyclones could play for the number 2 seed on Friday night as when they host them at Cyclone Arena. Now, if Van Buren wins tonight, they will secure a 2 seed, and then Russellville will be battling Mountain Home for the 3 seed. As the standings look, you got Mountain Home 1 game behind the Cyclones, but remember, Russellville was 2-0 against Mountain Home. So in order to get the 3 seed, the Cyclones have to win one of their 2 games this week, or Mountain Home has to lose one of their 2 games this week. If you're a baseball fan, Russell's magic number is 1 to get the 3 seed. Now, should the Cyclones lose 2 and Mountain Home wins 2, then Russellville will be the 4 seed. The Cyclones don't want that. They don't want to play Benton, who is undefeated in the 5A South at the state tournament. We do know that the senior boys will be in the state tournament, but again, they could be anywhere from a 2 to a 4 seed. We won't know where they're going to be at the end of the night. We could probably eliminate 1 or 2 things, and hopefully we're eliminating that 4 spot if the Cyclones can come back and win here as they trail at the half by 8. Congratulations to the Russellville Lady Cyclones. They won it 82-51. They secure the number 2 seed. They will still play Friday night at home against Van Buren, but at the state tournament next week in Searcy, they will go in as a 2 seed. They will play on Thursday, February 29th at 1 o'clock, and they will play the number 3 seed out of the South. That looks like it's going to be Hot Springs Lakeside, but they are tied with Benton going into tonight's action, and Benton holds a tiebreaker, but they're playing each other. So, again, we probably won't know till tomorrow morning on the girls, and we may not know till Friday on the boys. It was a costly victory for the Lady Cyclones, though. They lost to Leah Ely in the first minute of the 3rd quarter, and we're not sure how she is, so all our thoughts and prayers are with her. The good side of the game is Kyra White had a career-high 18 points in the ball game tonight. Brenna Burke was 17, Shy Willis with 12. Lizzie Harrison also with a career-high of 6 points tonight in the 82-51 victory for the Lady Cyclones over Harrison. Cyclone boys are down here 35-27. Stephen Barrow, engineer. Stephen, if it's okay, we'll take a 60-second break and be back with the second half. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Hey River Valley, it's Montana at Hubbard Power Sports in Russellville, your local Can-Am and Sea-Doo dealer. I just wanted to pop in and remind you guys that you don't have to wait until spring to get your machine ready to ride. You can do your annual service and maintenance now and get in and out of the shop really quick. Spring will be here before we know it, and the spots in our service department fill up fast. Give us a call or stop by to get your rigs in early and be ready to hit the trails. You know where to find us, 301 South Knoxville, across the tracks from Price's Town and Country Store. See you soon.
Thank you, Stephen. Stephen Barrow, our engineer for tonight. I'm Mickey Duval with my color man, Aaron Duval, tonight. We're ready for the second half. Cyclones are ready. How about putting the ball down? They did that to us twice already, and but they're going to wait for I'm not a little snarky about that, but Harrison does get the ball inbounded for the start of the second half, and the Cyclones trailing here by 8. And Russell just got to get hot. And I don't mean necessarily from the outside. I just mean they got to hit some shots. And already a drive by Hayden Martin, who's in double figures with that layup, and it's a 10-point lead for Harrison, matching their largest lead of the game. Long 3 try there by Donovan Villarreal, his second field goal of the game, his second 3. He has 9 points with that 3, and the Cyclones cut in the lead a little bit. Russellville, remember, in the first quarter had 5 threes. Backdoor cut not there because Donnie V with the interception.
Good defense.
Villarreal in the front court will stop at the top of the key. They leave him open. He hits the 3. He's got 12 points with that made 3. Cyclones almost getting a steal in the back court. And here is Jackson Kreiner. He'll stop on the left side. Feeds it along the baseline to Martin. Turnaround jumper from in the lane is good. He's got 12. And that answers Russellville's 6-0 run. Here's Cade Smith. We'll take it baseline. A little fadeaway. Boy, what control there to stop on the dime and then jump up and shoot it and hit that baseline jumper. And the Cyclones, after trailing by 10 here early, have cut it to 4, 39-35. With the basketball is Maddox Bell. Around a double team. He'll get it off to Kreiner. His floater in the lane is good. Jackson Kreiner's got 7. Back and forth pace here. Cyclones trying to continue to cut in the lead a little bit. Villarreal is double team. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Kreiner. 6:24 left to play here in the third. The Cyclones, again, trailed by 10 several times. Once here in the third quarter, and then a couple of threes by Villarreal. Cyclones right now trailing by 6 with the basketball. Cade Smith comes off a screen. Will miss the 3 off the inbounds pass. Kreiner has the defensive board for Harrison. 41-35. The Goblins with the lead. Still plenty of time in this game. They tried to go to the high post there, Lucas Paul, who really hurt Russellville in that first half. We get a foul call. This is going to be on Bryce Beavers. His first and the team's first here in the third quarter. And bounce pass comes near the top. Hayden Martin, who's just shading the left side. Down the middle of the lane. Scoop shot is up and in. He's got 12. And they're back up by 8. Russellville makes up a little ground, but Harrison takes it right back. Cade Smith do a pick, and Harrison will make the switch. And Cam Frazier will miss a 3 from the right wing. They made the switch, and that left Cam open on the right side as Lucas Paul did not come out to challenge him. Good open shot, just didn't go down. Russellville cut the 10-point lead to 4. It's back to 8, and they'll miss a 3, but long rebound comes in the corner to Scribner. And they'll flip it up top to Lucas Paul, hand it back to Scribner. Set a screen here, steps inside the three-point line. Long 2 is no good. Long rebound comes straight to Martin, and he puts it up and in. He's got 8 points here in the third quarter, 16 for the game. Russellville had cut the lead to 4. It's back up to 10 once again. Frazier will pass on the 3. Right side, turns around, kicks it out. Beavers will pass on it again. Russellville still with plenty of time. Cade Smith will use a screen. He'll dribble to the middle of the lane. Underhanded shot no good with the rebound as Kreiner. Another 10-point lead for Harrison. I think they've led by 10 4 different times. Kreiner throws in the corner there to Martin. He's double teamed, feeds along the baseline to Paul. His floater from just outside the lane, no good. Donnie V tipped it to himself. They're going to knock the ball away. A lot of contact there. No foul call. Scribner, baseline jumper. Doesn't get the shooter's touch there. Ball lost. They go straight out to the right side. Three-pointer by Martin. That one won't go. Boy, it seems like they got 80 shots there. Yeah. It just seemed like Russellville finally comes away with it. Left side, three-pointer. Good. Cade Smith, who knocks down his third 3 of the game. He has 13 points, and the Cyclones trail by 7.
That's a good way to answer.
45-38. 4:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Scribner, double team, pass deflected, caught straight by Paul. That guy's been in the right place, right time all night, and he has 11 points. Russellville quickly down the floor. Frazier will stop and slow it up briefly for the Cyclones. Bryce Beavers open. They're going to leave him open for that right side. He'll miss the 3 try. Ball out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Cam Frazier. And now we have a timeout called by who? Timeout called by Harrison, so we'll take a break. 3:40 left to play here in the third quarter. The Cyclones trail by 8. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Mike Giroux with Giroux & Associates, Medicare Specialist of Arkansas, here to remind you of the importance of doing an insurance review. Things change over the course of time and can affect your current benefits. It's important to make sure you have proper coverage. Give us a call today at 479-857-2810 for a free review of your life, health, or Medicare coverage. Giroux & Associates, Medicare Specialist of Arkansas, 479-857-2810, 479-857-2810.
Feel kind of guilty looking at this Van Buren Siloam Springs game because I'm thinking, well, when Siloam pull the upset, we win here. Now, I just want a victory here because we're having a dogfight here. 3:40 left to play in the third. The Cyclones trailing by 9, 47-38. It seems like every time Russellville makes a little bit of a run, Harrison has an answer.
They do. They're attacking the inside. Harrison is. That's their game plan, is to go to the inside in the lane, and right now they've been very successful at it.
Russellville has 3 threes here in the third quarter. 2 by Donovan Villarreal to start off the third quarter. 1 by Cade Smith. He leads the Cyclones with 13 points, 12 points for Villarreal. But it seems like they have an answer, and usually their answer has been in the lane. 8 points in the lane by Hayden Martin. 2 for Paul, 2 for Kreiner. Again, this is all third quarter scores. Here comes the jump double team by the Cyclones in the front court. They get around it. Lucas Paul pump fake. He'll pass on the shot. They'll kick it back out. Looked like he had an open look from in there. It'll pass on it this time. Foster in the game for the Cyclones, playing defense there. Kreiner, he looked like he was open, but he'll feed it inside. Ball knocked away, and let's see. Russellville comes up with it. Cam Frazier's pass, his outlet pass is picked off by Kreiner. Quick feed inside for the layup by Martin. Well, it just really feels like it's not our night, but we still got a long way to go. But goodness gracious, the ball is bouncing their way. Every loose ball is coming straight to them. It's not like we're fighting for it, It's like everything's going their way. As I say that, Cam Frazier drove the right side of the lane. He gets the bucket in the and one coming. Lucas Paul picks up his first personal foul. The first foul called on Harrison here in the second half. 2:58 left to play in the third. 49-40, Russellville hanging in there as best they can. They trail by 9, but golly, if you look the way the ball is bouncing against us, it feels like we should be down by 20. Free throw is good by Cam. 49-41, the Cyclones trailing. Cam hitting that old-fashioned three-point play, knocking the ball away in the front court. 7 points for Frazier. Double team there, Scribner, and he threw it away. It was tipped by Villarreal. Foster, a pass ahead to Cam, and Cam one-handed throw down. And now a timeout called by Coach Greg Chenault after the dunk. The Cyclones trail by 6. We'll take a quick break. 49-43 your score. Harrison leads. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat on the Dover Square is serving up delicious home-cooked meals and entertainment for the whole family. It's like gathering at Grandma's house, but with karaoke on Tuesday nights and live bands on Friday and Saturday nights. Bring the family to Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat, 9733 Market Street in Dover. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, 6:30 a.m. to close. And don't forget about the Sunday buffet, 11 to 3. Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat in Dover.
Cam Frazier, the one-handed dunk after the steal there by Foster. Foster heads up play to pass it ahead. Coach Chenault calling a timeout. He's got 3 left. 2:33 left to play here in the third quarter. The Cyclones trail 49-43. Kreiner in the front court. They beat Russell's press, but they were very diligent, catching an open look. Missing the 3 in the corner is Maddox Bell. Villarreal the rebound for Russellville. Catching in the front court is Cade Smith. Cross-court pass to Cam. Trying to drive, step back. Wood passed on the 3 that time. They'll clear it out. He'll take it baseline double team. Feeds it to Cade Smith. His drive inside. Lost the handle on it. Steiner picked it up, tried to go up. He lost the basketball, and they're going to say out of bounds on Harrison. So Russellville will inbound along the baseline with 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Harrison making a switch here. Villarreal will lob it to Cam. He'll get it right back to Villarreal in the corner. Pass on the 3, drive, trying to get it to Steiner. He able to chase it down in the corner. Here's Frazier. And he lost his footing, ball, and they're going to call an offensive foul. The official underneath didn't make the call. The official out on the right wing calls an offensive foul on Cam. That's number 3 on him and the second on Russellville. We thought it was just going to be everybody lost their footing. Russellville was going to have it with just under 10 seconds on the shot clock, but the turnover goes over to the Harrison Goblins.
Coach Chenault, you can tell, where'd that come from?
Yeah, it was the official that was, it was right on the block, and I think that's the one complaint I always have on officials, and when it's not in your zone and you make the call. Because he was way out on the right wing. The ball was on the block, and the official standing right there didn't make the call. Lorenz misses the three-pointer from the corner. Villarreal has a defensive rebound, bumped in the front court. We'll give it off to Cade Smith. He's open, top of the key, three-pointer rims out. And it was tipped, and who comes up with it? Cade Smith. He has an opening all the way. Right-handed layup from the left side. And the Cyclones within 4, 49-45. And Cade Smith now with 15 points. 1:07 left to play here in the third quarter. Russellville making a defensive switch. Scribner will be picked up by Villarreal on the right side. Get baseline, the cutter, nothing open. Scribner might have traveled there, but got away with it. Kreiner on the drive inside the lane will kick it out. Here's Maddox Bell on the drive with 6 to shoot. High off the glass, no good. Got his own rebound, goes back up. Little baby hook shot is good. Again, the ball just not bouncing our way. It goes off the hands of 2 Cyclones before they got it back. 51-45. Harrison with the lead. 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock as we're closing out the third quarter. Cam Frazier open, top of the key. Three-pointer is good. 12 points for Cam. The Cyclones, it's been a long time since they've been within 3 points. Try 23-20 when that technical foul happened. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Harrison with the basketball. Scribner uses a screen. Rossville plays around it. They get right side Lorenz. Maddox Bill, will he get it off in time? He will on the buzzer. This one's no good. Rossville almost left for dead. They battle back. They pull to within 3 after 3 quarters of play. Your score, Harrison 51, Rossville 48. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
If you like supporting local small town, then you should go down to Funky Town Mall. We've got over 80 vendors from our very own community with tons of varieties such as vintage, antiques, collectibles, furniture, painted or stained, art, decor, holiday decor, glassware, pottery, farmhouse, jewelry, clothing, new, ancient, and worn, western wear, frame, autographs, sports pictures, puzzles, kids' toys, sports, trading cards, books, albums. Did you get all that? Well, I guess then you're just going to have to come see for yourself. We've got something for the whole family. 1612 South Arkansas. Like us on Facebook and see what's new and ask about our shipping and layaway options. Come on down to Funky Town.
The Russellville School District is seeking route substitute and trip bus drivers. Route drivers start at $30.38 per hour with pay increases for years of experience. Substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. Drivers interested in trips earn $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event, and bus monitors can make $15 per hour. Route drivers and monitors are eligible for insurance and retirement. No CDL. RSD is a registered training site. Apply at russellvilleschools.net transportation page.
One more quarter to go. The Cyclones trail by double digits a couple of times in that third quarter. They trail by 3 here, 51-48. And a little bit of foul trouble, but playing through it. Cold shooting, playing through that too. 51-48, Rossville trailing with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. Bryce Beavers fake the give and go. He'll give it off to Donovan Villarreal. They'll floater in the lane, short. All tipped out by Siner, but Harrison has it. Malachi was trying, he knew he couldn't get the rebound. He's trying to keep it alive for the Cyclones. Scribner open, top of the key, three-pointer, rimmed out. I don't know how he missed that. The rebound, Harrison had it, but it's stolen away by Cam Frazier. They've gotten every loose ball, it seems like, and Cam doing a good job getting a steal. Step back, Villarreal really wanted that 3 try, gives it off to Cam. He'll spin move, miss the shot in lane. Siner without a dribble, double team. His pass intercepted by Kreiner. Kreiner behind the back dribble, layup is good. Kreiner gets the crowd into it with the layup as he dodged a defender for the Cyclones, and Kreiner now with 9, and it's back to a 5-point advantage. Villarreal to the free throw line. Gets it to Cam in the corner. He really wanted that one. He just couldn't catch it in rhythm and shoot it. Jump stop in the lane. Villarreal will draw the foul here with 6:51 left. There's 15 seconds on the shot clock. He was fading away, and he gets the foul called. And Donnie V going to the free throw line here with 12 points on the night, and this was going to be on Hayden Martin, his third. Second quarter score, Van Buren leading Siloam 16-15. Because of a long girls game and senior night, they're only in the second quarter with 6:15 left. Here we are in the fourth. The first free throw is no good by Villarreal. Caleb Campbell will check into the game. He has 8 points on the night. Waiting the second free throw for Donnie V. He'll hit this one. It's 1 of 2. It's a 4-point lead once again for Harrison. Scribner almost threw it away. Lorenz catches it on the right side, trying to get around Cam. He can't double team without a dribble, and whistle a timeout called by Coach Staller, and I think again he saw a turnover coming. He was trapped without a dribble, and we'll take a quick timeout. 6:38 left to play here in the ball game. Russellville trailing by 4. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Johnny Story in for Olathe Realty Russellville with an important question for you. How do you get top dollar when you're ready to sell your home? Well, I'd suggest trusting the professionals. You know, at Olathe Realty, they really are a seller's best friend because they have years of experience, knowledge, and they have a network of relationships that ensure that you get the most for your home. Olathe Realty Russellville, 968-5668.
Cyclones trailing here 53-49. It'll be Van Buren basketball. Sorry, Van Buren. I'm watching Van Buren and Siloam Springs here. Between the timeout, they have 5:13 left, and the Pointers leading Siloam by 1, 16-15. It'll be Harrison basketball as they're using the timeout here. They have 2 timeouts left. The Cyclones with 3 left. And the Goblins with a 53-49 lead over the Cyclones. They'll have it along the baseline. Remember, it was Lorenz who was trapped on a double team without a dribble, and that's when Coach Stoller called the timeout. And I think Coach Chenault is saying that should be out on the wing. I think he's correct. I think they should inbound it on the wing. I think it was behind the three-point line. Off the inbounds, almost a steal by Cam Frazier. It goes all the way in the back court. Here's a pull-up jumper. It's good. There, we're going to get a foul called on the Cyclones. It could have gone the other way if Russellville would have connected on the steal. But as it is, it's a bucket for Scribner, and he's going to the free throw line for the and one. And the foul is going to be, is that on Cam? I can't tell who they called it on. Bryce is talking to the official. They called it on him. That's his second. And free throw is no good. Campbell, the rebound for the Cyclones. Russellville down by 6. Russellville will get close and then lose it back. They got to within 3. They need something good to happen here. Bryce will dribble it over right side. Villarreal was wanting it in the corner, but it was too far away to pass. Good job by Bryce not throwing that. Can't throw it over the top of the zone from that angle. Bryce loses a handle on it. Backdoor cut there by Cade Smith. He's taken along the baseline. They take it away. Pass ahead. Harrison coming in. Layup is good. And Scribner now has scored the last 4 points, and Harrison leads it by 8. Long three, try by Cam Frazier, and he hits it. 15 points for Cam. To quiet the crowd just a little bit, it goes from an 8-point lead by Harrison to a 5-point lead, 57-52. Scribner will take it baseline, make some room, puts it up and in.
A little push off by him, but no call, no offensive foul.
Looked like it should have been if they were calling that earlier on the Cyclones. Three-pointer rims home by Villarreal, and Coach Chenault wants to take a timeout. The Cyclones are within 4, 5:21 left. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Mr. Brake and Lube wants you to know when it comes to your engine, not all motor oils are created equal. That's why they only offer name brand motor oils that you can trust, like Pennzoil, Castrol, Mobil One, and more. So don't pay top dollar for cheap generics. Mr. Brake and Lube can work your vehicle pretty much bumper to bumper, plus complete auto glass service. So call 219-5438 or visit 1415 East Main Street. Mr. Brake and Lube, your one-stop maintenance shop.
You know, this really feels like the first time these two teams matched up, where Russellville just could never get really over the hump. They led by 4 at the end of halftime. They fell behind. They couldn't just get over, and they end up losing a close one, 65-62 in the first matchup between these two teams. Check that, 68-65, a 3-point loss for the Cyclones. Kind of feels like that. Russellville's gotten close. They pulled within 3, within 4, and it seems the lead gets extended back out for Harrison. The Cyclones have not led since early second. In that second quarter, we were going back and forth, and right now with 5:21 left here in the ball game, the Cyclones are trailing, but they're within 4, 59-55. Both teams with 2 timeouts now, with 5:20 left. As Harrison in the backcourt, Cade Smith out to meet Scribner. Gets across the timeline. He'll get around Villarreal. No look pass to Paul, and baseline, and let's see, a travel? No, they're going to call a foul on Malachi Siner, and this will be his first. Looked like he might have switched his pivot foot there, but Lucas Paul going to the free throw line, where he's 1 of 2 tonight, 11 points. Here with 5:09 left to play. First free throw is good. 12 points for Lucas Paul. Second free throw, hit them both. I wish he would have just hit the layup so we wouldn't have gotten the foul called on us. That's 2 on the Cyclones here in this quarter. Foster, cut off baseline. Cam Frazier will throw it back out to Jaden. 24 seconds on the shot clock. A floater in the lane, and we get the shooter's bounce there. Cade Smith's got 17.
Good shot, good floater
61-57. Kreiner Gives it up now. Martin has it. And now an offensive foul. You don't have to be set to take a charge, and Hayden Martin has picked up his 4th foul as he just kind of crashed into it. He kind of lost his footing. Looked like they kind of gave that to him in the second quarter. It happened. They didn't call it. They call it there. And more importantly, I know he's got 4 fouls. They can't get him out, but more importantly, Russellville has the basketball down 4.
Well, he lowered his shoulder, and I think that's what gave him away.
We got to get points out of this. Campbell pass on the 3. A 15-footer in the lane is good. Cam with 17, and the Cyclones within a bucket. 61-59. 4:18 left to play in the game. Scribner has the ball taken away by Cade Smith. He'll leave it for Villarreal. Opening right side, takes it, will not go with the shot, but he's hit hard to the floor, and Donnie V's going to the free throw line. And that all started with a steal by Cade Smith. And that's going to be number 3 on Maddox Bell. Villarreal trying to get the and one. He wasn't trying to just draw contact, but did a little pump fake there to get his man up in the air. 16 points for Villarreal tonight. Hits the first free throw, making it 61-60, Harrison with the lead.
Well, that came at a good time.
It sure did. Waiting the second free throw by Donnie V. He hits them both, and we are tied at 61. Russellville has battled back to tie this game, 61 all. 4:03 left to play in the game. Lorenz, who's in there for Martin. They go inside. Paul, pump fake, puts it up and in. I got to tell you, they call a foul on Signer. He held his ground. He didn't leave.
Didn't move.
I don't understand. He didn't step forward. The official didn't call it, say you step forward. He didn't.
No.
We've got good footage of it. His feet were solid, stationed on the ground. I think the official anticipated that call. The shot is good. That should count, but the and one I don't get. Bad call by the official. The free throw is good. I think he anticipated Signer going up. He never left his feet, and he didn't lean in. He stood his ground. Here's Cade Smith from the corner. Ties it with a 3. 64 all. 3:45 left.
Official can't do anything with that.
They stopped the clock. They haven't started the clock. We were keeping the clock going. The clock shows 3:59. They've lost almost 20 seconds. They've lost almost 20 seconds. I didn't even notice that the clock here is still stuck on 3:59. They blew it there. I happened to look up when I said 3:48 left or whatever I said. And we're going to add some more time. So file that one away. We gain about 18 seconds. And so they're not going to reset it.
Wow.
Yeah, we hit that 3 with all that time. It was still stuck at 3:59 after the free throw by Paul. We're all tied at 64. Harrison with the basketball. Scribner with 13 seconds on the shot clock behind the three-point line. Looking inside, nothing there. He'll back it out. 9 seconds to shoot. He passes it away to nobody's home. Posting up down low was Lucas Paul, but he never had a chance at it. 3:31 left, we believe, if they actually start the clock here. Bryce Beaver's going to check in, replacing Jaden Foster. He'll get the inbounds pass. The Cyclones can take the lead here. We're tied at 64 with under 3.5 to go. And Russellville with the basketball. Villarreal will lob it to the high post. Here's Cam Frazier. Double team, needs some help. Bryce in the lane. He needs some help without the basketball. Here's Cam Frazier open in the corner. Three-pointer! Nothing but net for Cam. He's got 20, and the Cyclones lead it by 3. 3:02 left to go. Splitting the double team is Martin. Stops along the baseline. Feeds it inside. Nice shot there by Lucas Paul. This has to be a career high for Lucas Paul. With that layup, he's cut it to 1. Cam Frazier will pass on the 3. Fakes it on the drive. Kicks it back out to Beavers. He'll hand off to Villarreal. No need to get in a rush. We got 23 seconds on the shot clock. Cam Frazier right side. Three-pointer. Yes, sir. 70-66. Cam with back-to-back threes. He's got 23 points. That ties a career high. He did that against Whitehall earlier this year. Martin is going to be whistled for his 5th personal foul as Malachi Signer has just taken a charge. Malachi Steiner stood his ground that time, took the charge, and Hayden Martin has fouled out of this basketball game with 18 points. The Cyclones lead it here by 4, and they have the basketball. 2:23 left. Bryce Beavers on the left wing. Gives it up to Cade Smith, gives it right back. Again, Russellville, no need to get in a rush, but cutting to the lane, you're going to get a rush there.
Yeah.
Because with the layup is Donnie V. If they're going to give us that, great job by Donnie V, but great job by the offense setting the screen to get that open. And now whistle and a timeout called by Coach Stoller with 1:58 left. The Cyclones lead it by 6, 72-66. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
If you pay for your own health insurance or you're looking for coverage, do not go online for quotes. You'll get endless calls from call centers and they will not stop. Instead, call Becky, the health plan lady. She can provide sound advice for your health insurance needs. Her freedom of choice plans lets you pick your doctors, no deductibles, no copays, and it's 30 to 60% lower cost than Obamacare. Call Becky at 479-886-2475 or go to healthplanlady.com.
Russellville left for dead a few times tonight. A few times they've been down by double digits, but really coming alive in this fourth quarter to take the lead. A couple of threes by Cam Frazier. A 3, 2 free throws, and that cutting layup by Villarreal. Cade Smith with 5 points in the fourth quarter. And Russellville with their largest lead of the game at 72-66.
Just doing a great job on defense. And, yeah, we've gotten a couple of calls go against us, but we've done a great job keeping them out of that lane.
Well, somebody forgot to tell Russellville that the game was over, and nobody told these kids, and they fought through it. Hey, still plenty of time left, 1:58. Harrison has 1 timeout left. The Cyclones with 2 timeouts. Russellville at the scores table checking that out, just making sure they have 2 timeouts called that they can still call.
No reach-in fouls.
Harrison with the basketball, ball the way knocked away, but they get it back. This is Scribner. Bounce pass to Paul, turnaround jumper, and they're going to call a blocking foul. There really wasn't enough there to call that. Okay, Cade Smith was standing there. He looked like he was going to take the charge. They get the foul called on him. That's 4 on Cade. There just wasn't enough there.
There's nothing there.
You know, you can't make that call there. That's just not enough there to make that call. You're affecting the game, and now it goes from a 3-possession game to a 2-possession game. If they can make the free throw, they do. That official's having an off night. That one is. There wasn't much there.
I don't know if he's having an off night.
You let that go. There's not enough contact there. Bryce Beavers in the backcourt, pass ahead to Cade Smith. Yeah, there's more contact right there. That they let go, and they should have, but they should have let the other one go. Russellville leads by 3. As Bryce Beavers on the drive, bounce pass to Steiner. His shot rejected, foul called, and this is going to be on Harrison. And they better watch it. They've already hit 1 technical on Russellville. There's more emphatic there, and that'll be on Maddox Bell, and that's his 4th. As he grabbed a hold of Malachi Steiner. The fans don't like it. They want the blocked shot, but they didn't realize that he had a hold of him, and it's going to put Malachi on the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw is no good. 1:27 left. Malachi has not scored in this game. And the official is down there to talk to Coach Stoller. He is all over that official. Official letting him vent a little bit. Second free throw no good. Villarreal with the rebound and a foul called on Donnie V. That'll be his first, and it's the 15th foul on the Cyclones. And we're going to walk it to the other end. Is that not a loose ball foul? That's the official that I think is having an off night a little bit.
Is.
And, they're going to say Russellville did not have possession. If Russellville had possession, there would be no free throws here. But they're saying Russellville did not have possession, so we'll walk it to the other end. And on the free throw line with Maddox Bells, it's the 5th foul called on the Cyclones. And first free throw is good. So Russellville had a 6-point lead. It's down to 2. Steiner will check out. Campbell will check in. Russellville getting some more outside shooting.
Well, you got a feeling that official was going to try to turn this game around, and he's done it.
Free throw is good. He hits them both. 8 points for Maddox Bell, and it's a 1-point lead. 5 straight points for Harrison. They're on a 5-0 run. They've erased the lead of Russellville quickly. Bryce Beavers double-teamed in the backcourt. Here's Cade Smith, has it taken away. It's a 3-on-1. Layup by Lorenz is good. They're on a 7-0 run. as they have taken a 1-point lead after the Cyclones led by 6. 1:05 left to play. Spin move, ball lost. Ball is going to get a foul called on Lorenz. A little late on the whistle, but it's the right call, and it's going to put Bryce on the free throw line to shoot 2. And I said on Lorenz, but they're calling it on Jackson Kreiner. I thought it was Lorenz that made the contact. And Bryce is going to the free throw line to shoot 2 here. Cyclones have to hit some free throws. They could take and cut in this run that Harrison has, and the free throw is good by Bryce. That erases a 7-0 run by Harrison. We're all tied at 73. 1:03 left to play in the game. Second free throw by Bryce. This one no good. Harrison with the rebound. Any foul on either team, unless it's player control foul, will be free throws. Final minute of the game. All tied at 73. A lot on line for the Cyclones here. Scribner looked like he pinned that against his chest. That could have been called a double dribble. He kind of lost control of it briefly. They'll take it baseline. And now whistle and a charge taken by Bryce Beavers, and he is pumped up. I tell you, when Scribner turned into Bryce, after he quit dribbling, that's where he messed up. Scribner quit dribbling, and now a timeout called by the Cyclones. When Scribner quit dribbling, there's no reason to stop dribbling unless you know you're going to pass it or shoot it. When he did, he had nowhere to go. He was along the baseline, and he turned right into Bryce, who was going to stand his ground. Now, that's not 2 free throws. The coach out on the floor to talk to the official that called that. They're letting him get a lot more away than they did with us with Alma. He's getting away with a lot more there. Of course, he's not the same officials. They're letting him vent, which is fine. But the officials, you could see him. He says, hey, he threw an elbow, and a elbow into the chest of Bryce, and Bryce isn't going to take that. He's going to stand his ground and fall back. He leads the team in charge taken. So we have 39.8 seconds left to go in this game. That's not 2 free throws because it's a player control foul. Russellville has the basketball, and we're all tied at 73. Now, of course, we'll get a fresh 35, so we'll see if Russellville wants to play for one shot, basically, to run it down. Coach Chenault using this timeout, both teams with 1 timeout left. Harrison out on the floor. And
they're going to drop the ball.
They're going to drop the ball. They've done it to us twice already. And Russellville going to have to inbound it along the baseline. The second horn. You get the first horn at 15 seconds. So 39 seconds left. The Cyclones will inbound it again. Russellville gets in trouble. They have 1 timeout left. We're all tied at 73. The Cyclones with the basketball. Bryce Beavers. Looks like Russellville's going to stall just a little bit. They're giving Bryce some room, and why not? Just take your time. Again, a 4-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Donnie V. He'll take it right side. Nothing there. Double team. He'll kick it back out to Cam Frazier. 10 seconds to shoot. Bryce Beavers at the free throw line. Takes it right side. Shot up. No good. And Harrison with the rebound with 7 seconds left. 3 seconds in the front court. This is Scribner. He'll take the pass. A shot up. And no, it's partially blocked. They're going to call for a foul. Harrison's wanting a foul. I can't tell if it's a shot or a pass. The official's out on the floor. Time has expired. And Stoller's got to be, he's already been ejected out of 1 game this year, and it caused him to miss a game because of it. As it is, we have no time left on the clock. We're still tied, so we're going to overtime. And what the overtime period is, both teams will be awarded an extra timeout. Both teams had 1, so now both teams will have 2. It'll be a 4-minute overtime period, and we'll have 4 minutes put on the clock. Scribner, I think it was a shot, and it was partially blocked. It was so bad, I couldn't tell if it was a shot or a pass. He had a man underneath, and that was Lucas Paul. So
he was holding the ball, it looked like it was going to be a shot, and I think that's why he went for the block. And I was trying to think who got it.
Russellville had a 6-point lead, 72-66. It was a 7-0 run by Harrison that took a 1-point lead. Bryce Beavers hit 1 of 2 free throws that tied it. The Cyclones had a possession there at the end, could not convert on their shot. Harrison had a chance for a 3-pointer on the buzzer, couldn't convert on theirs. We put on here 5th quarter, but we're going to jump center. We're going to jump center here as Russellville's out of their, talking to their bench. It'll be Cam Frazier. They won the opening tip. Russellville's going to let them have it. Again, both teams with 2 timeouts. They give an extra timeout. The fouls carry over. They're going to feed inside to Paul, and he had the wide open layup. That's the play I thought they were going to run there at the end. Into the overtime period, Harrison takes the lead, 75-73. There's Cam Frazier. Wasn't sure if he had a dribble or not. He did a smart thing and dished it off. Villarreal beats his man off the glass, no good. Gets the rebound, goes up with the left hand. Donnie V's got 22. And we're all tied at 75. Both teams with a bucket here in the overtime period. Scribner double teamed, almost threw it away. But picking it up is Kreiner in the corner. Lorenz three-pointer. Barely grazes the iron. Ball knocked around. Villarreal has it. He's in the front court. Looked like he was grabbed there, but they let it go. Spin move, pump fake, trying to get around. Scribner, his shot up, no good. Hits the back of the iron with the rebound as Lucas Paul for Harrison. He was trying to draw contact there. No whistle on that one. Kreiner will use a screen set by Paul. They'll set another screen, this time for Scribner. Russellville makes the switch. It's Cade Smith who's got to be careful with 4 fouls. He's guarding Scribner up top. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. On the right side is Kreiner, Jackson Kreiner. Paul in the lane.
And they're in the lane.
Yeah, he's in the lane for a long time. Missed the shot there.
Good
he was.
grief.
They called a 3-second in the lane violation in the girls' game on Russellville. I have not called one here in the boys' game. I doubt they call one here in the overtime period. Here driving to the basket is Caleb Campbell. Just missed it. Came down the right side, missed the shot from inside. We're still tied at 75. Harrison with the basketball. Ryder Scribner. They're trying to shield him baseline. Gets around his man. Scoop pass, whistle, foul. And we're going to get a foul on the pass, but it doesn't matter. It's shooting 2. And their best free throw shooter on the team, Ryder Scribner, is going the line to shoot 2 with a tie ball game here, 2:11 left. And it'll be number 3 on Bryce Beavers. Scribner on the line to shoot 2. His first free throw is good. He's got 12 points, and he gives Harrison a 1-point lead. Awaiting the second free throw. He hit them both. 13 points for Scribner. The Cyclones trail 77-75 here in the overtime period. Cyclones battled back, down by 11. Hitting some open shots from the outside. Hitting them threes. They need another 3 maybe. They're going to go inside Cam Frazier. Along the right block, outside the lane. He'll kick it back out to Villarreal. Jump stop outside the lane. Tried to throw it inside. Ball knocked away. Loose basketball. And Campbell coming up with it. They're going to call timeout. Heads up play there by Coach Chenault. As soon as we got a hold of it, he called a timeout. We'll take a quick break. 1:46 left here in overtime. The Cyclones trailing by 2. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
ABC Children's Academy is currently enrolling with 14 locations in Pope, Johnson, and Yell County. ABC provides all-day childcare, as well as a variety of enrollment options for families, including Arkansas Better Chance for ages 3 to 5, plus more. Visit abcchildrensacademy.com for more info, and come by their central office on 4th Street in Russellville to apply in person, or call 567-5650. ABC Children's Academy, changing our world one student at a time.
Harrison, a 2-pointer by Paul and 2 free throws by Scribner. The Cyclones, a 2-pointer by Villarreal. All that in the overtime period. The difference right now are the 2 free throws made by Ryder Scribner. Harrison has a 2-point lead with 1:46 left to play in overtime. Think about, too, they added those 18 seconds left there in the fourth quarter when they forgot to start the clock. Russellville saving possession to call timeout there, with Caleb Campbell diving on the floor for the loose basketball. Shot clock is at 10. Russellville has 1 timeout left, Harrison with 2. We're in overtime. Cyclones trail by a bucket. Donnie V pops open in the corner. 3-pointer. This one rattles home. Wow. Got the shooter's roll on that one. It used every part of the iron, and the Cyclones lead it by 1.
I mean, it went around and touched every part of the rim.
And it's Scribner in the front court. Started his drive, backs it back out. Drives left side, lost it, gets it back, puts it up and in, and they count the basket and drew the foul. My goodness. Ryder Scribner gives them a 1-point lead, and he's going to the free throw. Another foul called on the Cyclones. We have, we have now 8 fouls called in the fourth quarter and overtime period. No, I'm sorry, 9 fouls called on them. And that's going to be on Cam Frazier, his 4th. And they're saying it's 5 on Cam. It's not 5, it's 4.
No, it's 4.
And they're saying Cam's fouled out. He's got 4. We have him with 4. The scoreboard shows 4. And they just said he's his 5th. That's incorrect. Cam goes out.
No.
That's incorrect. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. We have him with 4, and the scoreboard has him with 4. That's the one that auto-generates. And the scorebook is the only one that matters. The free throw is good there by Scribner. It's a 2-point lead. Russellville without Cam Frazier, who they say have fouled out even though he hasn't. Cyclones trailing by 2. Cade Smith to Foster near the corner. The Cyclones trailing by a bucket here. Villarreal near the top. Spin move, double team, steps through it. Finger roll is good by Donnie V. We're all tied at 80. Under a minute to play here in overtime. That's horrible. Cam Frazier, they said, fouled out, and he's only got 4. The only person that has him with 5 is the scorebook. In the corner, 3-pointer by Crine. No, he fakes the 3. He'll kick it back out. 16 seconds to shoot.
We're on defense. Keep our feet.
Yeah. Scribner, 3-pointer is good. Well, that means Russellville probably needs to shoot a 3 here or a quick 2. Cade Smith trying to answer. He doesn't. Rebound Harrison. We're going to foul him in the backcourt. And now we have to have him miss 2 free throws. That one's tough. Cyclones either needed a 3 or a quick 2, and they're going to call a foul there. And this is number 5. They say number 5 on Jaden Foster. That can't be. They say 2 now on Jaden Foster. The Cyclones decided to go for a 3. Cade Smith missed it. Harrison with the rebound, and to the free throw line will be Maddox Bell. He's been perfect from the line tonight to shoot 2. Free throw is good. And now a timeout called by the Goblins. That one hurt. The Cyclones down 4 here with 17 seconds left. We'll take a break as Harrison calling timeout. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Well, the folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take just a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. You know, every kind word you put online, those personal recommendations to your friends and family are appreciated. Customers like you are not only vital to the business of Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, but vital to making our community as great as it is. Special thanks from the folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville. You guys play the best country of all. River Country. KCJC.
Well, the game has turned on, I don't even know if to call it an awful call, just an incorrect ruling. And when they called the foul on Cam Frazier, who had 4, we both had him with 4. The scoreboard, when I say it automatically generates, when you type in, for instance, number 23, it counts fouls for you. The scoreboard had him with 4. But the scorebook over there had him with 5, and so he's out of the game. Then they hit a 3 to break a tie after Russellville tied it up. A free throw here by Maddox Bell. And as we're sitting right now, Harrison leads it 84-80. We're waiting a second free throw by the Goblins with 17.1 seconds left. No matter what happens here with Maddox Bell, Cyclones need points, and they did call a timeout immediately. The free throw's no good. We didn't need that. They missed it, and they got the rebound. And now Scribner's going to be fouled. If he hits these 2, it's still a 2-possession game, but it makes it where it's 2 threes. That one hurt. 14.4 seconds left. An update, Van Buren really struggling with Siloam in the third quarter, late third, 36-30. And that's 5 fouls on Cade Smith, who fouls out of the basketball game with 20 points. Cam Frazier, who they say is fouled out, with 23. And Elias Zapian will check in. He's a 3-point shooter for the Cyclones. Scribner hits the free throw. I'm not saying it turned on Cam going out, but the Cyclones had him out. They hit the 2, and it was 80-80. And, again, it's just an incorrect ruling. by their scorebook keeper. Both free throws are good. Donovan Villarreal. Russellville needs a 3. Now he's going to drive in for the 2 and call the timeout. Okay, that cuts the lead to 4, and Russellville using their last timeout. Still a 2-possession game, though, here with 8.9 seconds left. We'll take a break. The Cyclones trail it here 86-82. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
A lot of controversy in this game, a lot of weird things. Russellville getting a technical foul in the second quarter. That was a weird thing. Not saying it was a bad call. Not saying there were some bad calls. That ruling where Cam had committed his 5th personal foul when everybody in the building that was keeping a book had him with 4 except for the one that mattered. As it sits right now, the Cyclones hitting that layup, but they've cut the lead to 4. It's still a 2-possession game. They put a little bit more time on the clock. It's 9.3. Russellville needs a turnover. They can't wait to foul it, and they're going to commit the foul there. That hurts because it's still a 2-possession game. This is why this hurts. Let's say Lorenz misses both free throws. The Cyclones come down, hit a 3. They can't stop the clock. Russellville's out of timeouts. And so for all intents and purposes, unless something really weird happens, the Cyclones are going to lose this one. Going to hold out hope. Lorenz hits the first free throw. Again, this really doesn't matter right now. No matter if he makes them both or misses them both, it's a 2-possession game. 8.3 seconds left. Second free throw is good by Lorenz. 6-point game. Villarreal in the front court. For 5 seconds, he's going to take it all the way, and he's going to be fouled. I am shocked that Stoller, he's all over his team right now saying don't foul. I'm shocked that they fouled. I'm shocked that they got even close. If I were the coach, I'd pull him over to the bench and say let him do whatever. If Russellville makes that 2-pointer, that they can't stop the clock anyway. The only way they can be caught back in this game is to foul and let us score without the clock moving. The free throw is good. This gives us a little bit of hope here.
That was unusual for him to foul.
30 points for Donnie V. That's the first time he's hit 30 in his career. Second free throw is good. Still a 4-point game. And they're going to inbound the ball and run out the clock. The Cyclones lose it here in overtime, 88-84. So Russellville has no chance at a 2 seed. They still need a win to get a 3 seed. Otherwise, they'll be a 4 seed. That'll all happen on Friday night. We're going to take a break and come back and give you the postgame show. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Farmers Co-op located in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Mike Apples along Mike. It is that time of year when feed is very, very important.
It sure is, and make sure that you've got your animals' needs taken care of, protein levels met, and all those things that you look for when it comes this time of year.
Farmers Co-op. We're located on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location.
Cyclones lose it here in overtime, 88-84. I guess a blown assignment by their scorekeeper, who had Cam with 5 fouls. He was the only person in the building that had 5 fouls. And again, the overtime period really seemed to turn on that. But Russellville, they battled back. That's what they can look at. They were trailing by double digits several times, even in the third quarter. Battled back, even down by 11. Cut it to 3. and then had a 6-point lead in the fourth quarter, 72-66. It was a 7-0 run by Harrison. They took a 1-point lead. The Cyclones tied it on a free throw by Bryce Beavers before regulation, 73-73. But Russellville comes up short, 88-84 in the overtime period. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, you hate to see a game determined by a mistake by the official scorekeeper, but I don't think that was it. I think it was this tone of this game was set way before that by these officials, especially one of them. Seemed like he just I don't know, he just made some mistakes out there calling, and it could have gone either way, but somehow it went against Russellville all the way. The technical foul, I think that had a big play in the mood of the game, and it's tough to come up here and play at Harrison. It's about as tough like going to Greenwood. But what I like about our Cyclones, we never gave up. We kept playing, we kept shooting. We were 16 of 24 from the three-point line. We were 14 of 20 from the charity stripe, and we never gave up. But again, the officials played their part in determining the winner of this game.
Cyclones trailed by double digits. I think 4 separate times is what I have. They trailed by 11 in the third quarter. They cut it to 3. It seemed like every time they would cut it to 3 or 4, they would lose it back. And then in the fourth quarter, getting over the hump, they just couldn't maintain it. They did everything they could, and your heart just breaks for these kids. The only thing that was lost, though, in this game was the fact that they can't be the 2 seed. And that might have been locked up by Van Buren anyway. Right now, they lead Siloam Springs by 6 at the end of the third quarter, so we're still unsure. Russellville can still get the 3 seed if they can win Friday night against Van Buren. If they lose, we'll have to see what Mountain Home does. If Mountain Home lost tonight, Russellville's locked up the 3 seed, and then Friday's game doesn't mean anything other than it's colors night. We'll go through the scoring totals for you. Couple career highs for you. Donovan Villarreal led the way with 31 points. He is a career high. His previous career high was 22 against Little Rock Mills. And before you say, well, it's overtime period, I don't care. He blew it out of the water. He had 9 points over that. So 31 points for Donnie V. Cam Frazier tied his career high tonight. He had 23, and all his 23 points coming in the fourth quarters. He did not score in the overtime period. He had 23 earlier in the year against Whitehall, had 23 tonight. 20 points for Cade Smith. That's a career high for him. So career highs all around for the Cyclones. 8 points for Caleb Campbell and 1 point each for Jaden Foster and Bryce Beavers. For Harrison, they were led by Lucas Paul, who had 23 points. Now I bet that's a career high for him. 21 points for Ryder Scribner, 18 points for Hayden Martin. Harrison moves to 18-11 overall, 6-7 in conference play. The Cyclones fall to 8-5 in conference, 23-6 overall. And again, we'll wait to see if Mountain Home loses to Greenbrier tonight. Russellville has sewn up the number 3 seed. If Mountain Home wins, then the Cyclones either need to beat Van Buren on Friday or they need Mountain Home to lose on Friday. That would still give them that 3 seed. The Lady Cyclones tonight sewed up the number 2 seed with an 82-51 victory against the Harrison Lady Goblins. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Cyclone and Lady Cyclone basketball. Our next broadcast will be the last regular season game of the season, as both teams will be at home at Cyclone Arena. Normally senior night, but it's colors night. They're not going to reverse the games. They're going to have the girls' game first, tipping off at 6 o'clock, and the boys will follow. We'll be on the air a little bit before 6 with the pregame show, as both teams will be hosting Van Buren at Cyclone Arena. Want to send a special thank you to Stephen Barr, engineer, for tonight's broadcast, and a special thank you to you for joining us for some Cyclone and Lady Cyclone action. Once again, we give you our scores. The Lady Cyclones win at 82-51 over Harrison. The boys lose a heartbreaker in overtime, 88-84. For Stephen Barry and Aaron Duval, I'm Mickey Duval saying you good night, God bless, and thank you, Tony Basil.
Russellville High School basketball on River Country KCJC is made possible